Hello, welcome to another watch along of Premier Sport for St. Tonight. It's that beautiful game between Chelsea and Liverpool in what happens to be the Liverpool's first game after being crowned or being named the champions elect of the EPL. So it promises to be another interesting football between these two clubs, and we'd like to see what the outcome will be at the end of 90 minutes. And both teams are currently on the top at Stamford Bridge, with Chelsea giving the Liverpool side a guard of honor today. And it's just one of those, just one of those applauses you give to the champions elect. And let's see if Liverpool will be getting all 3 points against Chelsea in this encounter. And this is the start of it already. The players are on the top. We've seen the lineup, and let's see who is going to go home victorious between these two sides in this encounter. Chelsea at home against Liverpool. They really wants to get a victory over Liverpool in this encounter, so they can keep their Champions League momentum alive in this one. So there's still everything to fight for in this one for Chelsea. Let's see if the Blues can get this victory over Liverpool. It's Premier League champions Liverpool, who makes their first appearance since clinching the title at this stage. None other than Stamford Bridge, home of an informed Chelsea sides with the pride and points and purpose on the line. This afternoon is more than a game. It's a clash of honors and ambition for Chelsea, a battle of bragging rights. For Liverpool is the march towards immortality. Here's the Reds are eyeing their 20th league crown, and Stamford Bridge is rolling out the guide of honor, a time-honored tradition of respect for the champions. It's a gesture that echoes all the way back to 1955 when Manchester United applauds on tells Drake's Chelsea at Old Trafford. But don't expect the clapping to last too long, because the Blues aren't here to admire. They're here to compete and to turn the tribute into a trial. That isn't just a guard of honor, it's a battle of brothers. Kickoff has already started in this game, so you can grab your snacks and settle in. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on Premier Sport Fan Center. It's drama, it's legacy, it's Blues versus Red, but only one walks out golden. And it's lost Liverpool side, and Chelsea has broken the deadlock. What a way to score right there in the 3rd minute. It's Chelsea with the first goal. Enzo Fernandez has broken the back of Liverpool in the early stages of this encounter. And to my surprise, it took Chelsea just 2 minutes to get the first goal in this encounter. What a way to start at Stamford Bridge, and what a way to start the champions elect of the EPL. Chelsea showing promises here that they are not here to make numbers. They want to get 3 points against Liverpool and put themselves in position to qualify for the UEFA Champions League. What a beautiful goal from the Argentine World Cup winner, and what a goal there from the Argentine Copa America winner. Also talking about Enzo Fernandez, the Chelsea midfielder. Look at that run into the box there. A cut back into him, and he was free on goal. Just free there by the Liverpool players. Nobody on him. All started right there from the right back, with Caicedo dropping one into the path of Cole Palmer. And Cole Palmer finding Pedro Neto with the pass. Neto sends that straight into the Argentine's foot. And Enzo Fernandez controlled that and sent it back into the net. And there was nothing the Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Becker could do there about the goal. It's Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0 in the early stages of this encounter. Just like I was saying, Arne Slot's side sealed the title with a statement 5-1 victory over Tottenham Hotspur, while Chelsea still bustling from an European semi-final triumph, looks to lock their championship spot with a big result at home. This is modern football, this is football reality, and it has begun here at Stamford Bridge, with Chelsea getting the first goal right here in the 3rd minute. The Blues are not here to play at all against Liverpool, so it's advantage there. We saw them in the first leg against this same Liverpool. Yes, it was actually a great game between both sides, but fortunately Chelsea had to settle for a draw in that encounter against Liverpool. So yes, Chelsea back in possession, but Liverpool regains it. And yes, this one whose name has been linked to Real Madrid. Arnold with the ball in the middle, but Chelsea regains possession. They will attack against Liverpool again. And yes, the ball with Noni Madueke, who finds space into the box there with that brilliant second goal for Chelsea, but couldn't get on the net here. Is playing on the unfamiliar position for Chelsea today, but good intention from Chelsea. You can see the tempo with the way they move forward against this Liverpool side. They're showing that yes, they are not yet to play. That was the lucky one. It was to have been the second goal for Chelsea. Manani Madueke with a chance there, but couldn't get that into the back of the net. It was just inches of the goalpost of Alisson Becker there. It's Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0 right there in the 6th minute of this encounter. And Liverpool has yet to settle in this encounter, but Chelsea are not giving them the room to settle at all in this game. It's 2-1-0 early stages in this one. And here's a chance. Liverpool will be restarting play from a goal kick there. Alisson Becker with the ball there finds it straight into the eyes of his defender as Liverpool trying to attack against the Blues, looking for immediate equalizer in this first half. Though it's not really a game that they need, but they want to get this victory for bragging rights over the Blues. Who would have thought that Chelsea would be getting an early goal? Chelsea still look to break out against Liverpool. Alisson Becker will come out to Canada that for Liverpool there, and it's not going to trouble the Liverpool goalkeeper. And it's a fast, simple game. You can trust that from the Blues and Liverpool as they both going against each other in this encounter. And earlier today, we saw that game at 2 p.m. where Manchester United lost 4-3 against Brentford. Nobody really knows the problem with Manchester United right now. Though some of the fans are saying yes, they are more interested in playing the Europa League and winning the Europa League because they take a first leg advantage of 3-0 into the return leg against Atletico Bilbao. They'll be hosting Atletico Bilbao on Thursday right there at home, and they'll be hoping for victory in that encounter. And here's a cross in from Liverpool. Yeah, might just be a chance for the Reds to get a goal back against Chelsea. But that was still too much for the Liverpool striker there. Jota, he couldn't pull that control down, and he rolls out for a goal kick out to Chelsea. Looking at the starting 11 for the Blues in this one is Robert Sanchez, the Spaniard who is back in goal post for Chelsea. Moises Caicedo is playing an unfamiliar right back position. Trevor Chalobah and Levi Conway are both the centre-back pair for Chelsea. Marco Correa is the left-back in this one. In the middle of the park, we have Romeo Lavia, Angel Fernandez. Up front is Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, and Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, and Noni Madueke in this encounter. We also have a Loma striker for Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson, starting up front for the Blues. For Liverpool, sorry, we have Alisson, the goalkeeper, a back four of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gerard Kinsa, Van Dijk, and Timishkash, making a back four for Liverpool. In the middle of the park, it's Curtis Jones, Wataru Endo. Up front is Cody Gakpo, Harvey Elliott, and Mohamed Salah, and the Loma striker Diego Jota. There's all to play for Mohamed Salah. He's chasing the ISO scorer honors and also chasing to break the record of the highest assist in an EPL season. He currently has a team, and he'll be looking forward to getting 2 more probably in this game or in other games to go in the EPL. They still have about 3 more matches to play after this game between them and Chelsea. We're straight into the 9th minute, and it's still 1-0 Chelsea lead against Liverpool. Kinsa with the ball there, finds Arnold. Arnold looks forward and finds his teammates. Liverpool chasing all the ball. Van Dijk, the captain there, holds onto the ball, looks inward into the midfield and finds his teammates as Liverpool are trying to gain a bit of control in this encounter. A chance for Liverpool to break out against Chelsea with this very chance for the equalizer, and a straight shot there, but he's to the hand of the Chelsea goalkeeper. Gakpo there, the Netherlands international, with that beautiful shot there, but the Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez gathers that comfortably, and that is not going to threaten the Chelsea goalkeeper. Chelsea will attack again, and straight into the path of the Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson. But the referee says that was an offside against the Chelsea striker, and that won't really count as a foul. On a good day, that would have been a foul against the Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Becker, who went clashing straight into the Chelsea strikers on feet there. But this time around, the referee says that is an offside call. Let's see if that was really an offside call against the Chelsea striker, or the assistant referee actually got that wrong. But the goalkeeper went crashing straight into Nicholas Jackson. But I think that should be an offside call against Chelsea, rightly given there. But the Liverpool offside trap needs to be, at alert with how much space they are leaving the Chelsea players to find that hole in between them. And it's still 1-0 right there in the 10th minute of this account. We still have about 80 more minutes to play, and the game is already showing promises. Yes, Chelsea is getting the first goal in the 2nd minute of this encounter. Enzo Fernandez was the goal scorer. Liverpool will come out to attack right now against Chelsea. And yes, now Chelsea back in possession. Liverpool player there being brought on by the Chelsea makeshift right back Moises Caicedo. There is going to be a free kick to Liverpool against Chelsea. At this stage, yes, it's still 1-0. I can see the fire. How happy the Chelsea fans will really be. Looking forward that, yes, Newcastle lost or dropped 2 points against Brighton today, playing out a 1-1 draw against Brighton in their earlier fixtures. Those games were played at 2 p.m. Manchester United also lost 4-3 to Brentford earlier on today. And don't forget, Arsenal also losing 2-1 against Bournemouth yesterday. So many surprising results, and like we're seeing the current scoreline in this one between Chelsea and Liverpool is also looking like a surprising scoreline in this encounter. As the throw into Chelsea is Marco Correa will be taking the throw in for the Blues in this encounter. Marco Correa holds onto the ball for Chelsea, and he's not in a rush to send that, and just looks inward into the middle of the park, finds a Madueke finds Enzo Fernandez, goal scorer. Enzo sends a long one into the Liverpool half. Liverpool gathered out against Chelsea, and they'll look to attack against the Blues in this encounter. Still 1-0, and there's a midfield battle there between the Chelsea players and the Liverpool players in that situation. Returns back to the Chelsea goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Sanchez sends a long one into the midfield, tries to play in his Chelsea teammate there, but the communication wasn't there, and throws out to a throw-in for Liverpool against Chelsea. It's a throw-in to Liverpool, and is Arnold who is standing on this throwing duty, sticks one and drops it straight into the path of Kinsa. Kinsa finds Van Dijk with the ball. Van Dijk holds onto the ball. What will he make out of that? Returns it back to Kinsa. Kinsa with the ball there finds Arnold. Arnold sends one inward into the middle of the park. Plays in Endo. Endo sends it to Harvey Elliott. Elliott finds his teammate there. He has Mo Salah with the ball for Liverpool. Comes inward with the ball there. The former Chelsea player returns it back into the heart of the defense. Kinsa with the ball there for Liverpool. Finds Van Dijk. His centre back Pierre, and Van Dijk will come forward, not in a rush with the ball. Finds Simiskars who holds onto the ball for Liverpool there and returns it back into the path of Van Dijk. Van Dijk looks inward and finds his teammate there. And he has a chance for Liverpool to eat out against Chelsea. Cody Gakpo with the ball there, controls that beautifully well. As Caicedo to beat it, cuts inward with the ball across there. That might just be the equalizer for Liverpool, but Mo Salah couldn't get the needed touch on the ball there. The Egyptian Prince with the ball for Chelsea, drops it back into the hands of the Chelsea goalkeeper, and that was a let out for Chelsea there, because they were really lucky not to get a goal, not to concede a goal against Liverpool in that situation. Mo Salah with the ball, almost a control there, and it will have been the needed equalizer for Liverpool. Look at the beautiful cross from Cody Gakpo, evading all the Chelsea players in the box and getting straight into the path of that man, Mo Salah. But Mo Salah couldn't get the needed control on the ball. Liverpool back in possession of the ball, and here is Liverpool attacking against Chelsea. Mo Salah with the ball there, talking about the ISO scorer in the EPL for 2024-2025 season, finds Evie Elliott. Elliott will hold onto the ball there, returns it back into the part of Endo. Endo looks inward into the middle of the park and finds his teammate here. Liverpool attacking against Chelsea, and here straight into the part of Cody Gakpo. Gakpo will come forward, as two Chelsea players to beat here, but still holds onto the ball, returns it into the middle of the park, and here's Liverpool in possession of the ball. And you can see the Liverpool strike captain there, Virgil van Dijk, the defender, coming forward deep into the Chelsea half to attack for Liverpool in this encounter. Liverpool looking and gunning for that equalizer against the Blues in this game, and they'll be looking to get one back against Chelsea. And yeah, it's still 1-0. The Blues lead there right currently in the 14th minute. We are 1 minute away from the first quarter of 1 hour in this encounter. Here's Liverpool in possession of the ball, holds onto it and returns it back into the part of his teammate. He looked at target. Mo Salah couldn't get onto that, or that was Evie Elliott who couldn't get onto that ball, and it's going to be a goal kick to Chelsea. Talking about one man who is still looking for his first goal in 16 matches in all competition for Chelsea. It is that man, that prolific man they looked up to last season, Cole Palmer, but everything hasn't really gone as to plan for him this year, with him still yet to get goals for Chelsea. Not really the kind of Cole Palmer we had on last season playing for Chelsea. Beautiful turn off from him there for that Chelsea goal. Drops it straight into Pedro Neto, who's flair and his flair and touch really confused the Liverpool defenders there for the Chelsea opening goal in this encounter. It's 1-0 right there in the 15th minute of those game. Let's see if Chelsea will be doubling their lead, or will it be Liverpool responding back in this one and getting the equalizer against the Blues. Yes, the Liverpool Queens out with the ball there, finds Arnold. Arnold looks in what, tries to play in Wataru, but Chelsea regains possession. Cole Palmer with the ball there, as Wataru to beat and holds onto the ball, 2 on him now, and finds Romeo Lavia. Lavia goes out wide and finds his Chelsea teammate Pedro Neto. We chase down against Simicas, but Simicas has Gakpo coming back to double up on it for him, and he returns it back. Here is the Chelsea player Pedro Neto with the ball. What will he make out of that? Moses Caicedo is making himself available for him. He crosses into the box there from the Chelsea player, and took a wicked header there from Enzo Fernandez in what will have been a second goal. But that was a wicked header from the Argentine, and is out for a goal kick to Liverpool. 16 minutes gone in that game. Is Chelsea leading 1-0 against the Lord, surprisingly in this one against the champions elect of the EPL. So let's see if Liverpool will be coming back in this one, or will it be Chelsea doubling their lead in this first half? But they've looked comfortable at home playing against this Liverpool side, taking them one-on-one in this game and challenging for all duels in this encounter. So his second goal will really do Chelsea a lot of favor in this game against Liverpool. It's going to be a throw into Chelsea there, and it's Marco Correa who is starting on throwing duties and drops it to Nani Madueke, who looks inward into midfield, finds Romeo Lavia, who took a beautiful turn there. Chelsea attack there. Pedro Neto with the ball, cut inward with the ball for Chelsea, with this very chance for a second goal for Chelsea, but Pedro Neto lost his balance in the box there. Liverpool regains possession. Cody Gakpo with the ball there, looks forward to attack against Chelsea. That should be an infringement there. Yes, referee rightly gave that, and it's going to be a free kick to Liverpool. But Pedro Neto is currently down, holding onto his arms and saying yes, he was actually brought down there by Shimiskas. But I think that was a fair challenge there from the Greek international on the Portuguese winger there. He should be able to continue this encounter, and we can see the linesman having a words with Shimiskas there. But the Chelsea player Pedro Neto is currently being helped back onto the turf by Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk right there. We're straight into the 17th minute of that game. Is Chelsea still leading 1-0? Yeah, you can come into the comment section and tell us how you feel about that. Were you expected Chelsea to get an early lead against Liverpool, or was it just against all odds? Or was it just a fluke from the Blues to go one up against Liverpool? They've settled into this game, and gradually Liverpool are also trying or getting into the game and playing their fascinating football against Chelsea. Chelsea in possession of the ball. Levi Colwill we owned onto the ball. And while we're talking, while we're jubilating about that Chelsea goal, while we're analyzing and saying how that Chelsea goal really happened, someone walked into the studio, and it is Dolakbo. Good afternoon, Dolakbo.
Good afternoon, Shegun. Good afternoon, football lovers all around the world. Another beautiful day to talk football, and not just talking about football. The defending champion of EPL against
champions elect. They're not defending
okay,
champions
elect.
It's champions elect.
Champions elect. Up against Chelsea, who are struggling for a spot to have a taste of UEFA Champions League after about a season or two out of it right now. So good one for Chelsea. They've started well, and let's just see how it goes. But I trust Liverpool to respond so well.
Okay, can you hear that from me? You expect Liverpool to respond to this one. He's a Barcelona fan. Yesterday I saw you were really scared up in that game against Real Valladolid. But fortunately for you guys, there's 2 goals after conceding 1. But it was a scrappy victory for Barcelona yesterday.
Well, yes, based on the result of the game, but I think looking at the set of players and Flick really brought out, you would have to give kudos to those guys. Even at the first 45 minutes, whereby we never had the likes of Rafinha, what's his name again, Lamine Yamal into the game, it was more of Barcelona dominating the game. They just got that goal against the run of play, and good one for Barcelona. They got the much needed victory, and also a good rest for the starters. You need to look at the likes of Dani Olmo. They had to come in. No Inigo Martinez, no Pau Kubasi. A large part of the starting X side that faced Inter Milan were on the bench. So good one. They have fresh air, and they look ready for the game on Tuesday.
Okay, yes, there's a Champions League coming up on Tuesday. We have the return legs of the various Champions League coming up this week. I'm starting with the Tuesday game between Barcelona and Inter Milan. Barcelona will be traveling to Italy to face off against Inter Milan at the San Siro Stadium. While we also have on Wednesday, Arsenal traveling to France to Parc the Prince to face off against Inter Milan in sorry PSG in that interesting game. And also in the Europa League, we have Manchester United at home against Atletico Bilbao, and also Tottenham Hotspur will be traveling over to Bodo Blint, if I'm not if I'm not making a mistake about that opponent there. And also in the Carabao Cup, it's the in the Conference League, we have that one between Chelsea and Doug Geddings in the return leg. The big game in the Conference League is and the ones that still look competitive is that one between Real Betis and Florentina. Real Betis won the first leg.
That looks already like the Conference League final to us.
Yeah, it's more like the no. It's going to be a big matchup in this final. Whoever Chelsea's facing will actually be Chelsea's biggest threat in this Conference League. You know, it's still a big one for Chelsea. Who are they interested in facing off in the final? Are they going to face off against Real Betis, who has Isco, has Rodriguez, and also has Bakambu, the striker, and there's Antonio, who is also in form with what's it called with Real Betis. And on the side of Florentina, they've made it back-to-back finals. They've made it to back-to-back finals in the Conference League without winning. And if they're getting into the conference this time around, it's going to be a tough time, and they want to also try and win the Conference League. So whoever Chelsea's facing off in the final is going to be a big battle for them in that final. Back to the Liverpool game. Chelsea early lead in this one. 20th minute of that encounter is Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. Early minutes go from Enzo Fernandez in the 3rd minute. How did you receive that goal?
Well, I think good one for Chelsea. They came with a bigger plan. After you feel like Liverpool are the champions, there is less to play for. I would have to say it now, because they are not in the Champions League anymore. They already have the league in their cabinet already, so they will just feel like, let's just entertain the fans and let's have a good time before the season right up. So good one for Chelsea. As expected, they are fighting for. They need this victory more than Liverpool already. Yeah. So I think they are coming out, giving everything, and getting an early goal is a good one for them. And looking at the scoreline Newcastle played earlier today, playing a 1-1 draw. So you just feel like Chelsea would come out and just say, let's see if we can get the 3 point. And they are doing just that.
Okay, yes, they're doing just that. And it's 22nd minute of that encounter. It's still 1-0. The Blues lead. Consider that 3rd minute goal from Angel Fernandez. And talking about the Manchester United game earlier on at 2 p.m. Brentford at home defeating Manchester United 4-3. Manchester United started like a house on fire, but all of a sudden the fire was put was put out by Brentford. And the first goal was scored by Mason Mount, but an own goal scored by Luke Shaw brought Brentford back into it, and all of a sudden Brentford went on to win 4-3.
Yeah, well, I actually saw that game, but just one thing I really think Man U really need to work on coming to next season. Though I won't blame what's his name again, Amorim, for that. I think the defense, a lot of work needs to be done. He has not really had who I would say build is more or less like his how would I put it, his best defense pairing. He has been trying Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, and everyone. I just think you need to look at the front line of Brentford, Mbemo, Wissa. These are guys who have played together.
You're talking about Mbemo 18 goals in the EPL. Wissa has 17 goals, and Wissa scored today, making 18 for the two guys.
These are guys who understand. And this, what's that? So these are guys that understand themselves, and coming up against a defense that is just trying to tidy up themselves. And we've seen Amorim also. He came out some couple of weeks ago when he said their focus is no more on the league. It's now more of Europa and everything. So, good one. But for Brentford, I would have to say, but poor one for Man U. And this also sends some signal to the Atletico Bilbao faithful, like, yes, it's possible. If Brentford can get 4 goals, we'll say we can get 4 goals also. And just talking about that game between Manchester United and Brentford and Atletico Madrid coming up on Atletico Bilbao coming up on Thursday. Do you think it's possible? Do you see the high chances of Atletico Bilbao, doing the unthinkable, remontanda? Well, I think anything is possible in a game of football, firstly. And looking at the last encounter they both had, you would have to say prior to when Bilbao had the red card, it was more of Bilbao. I think if they work well on their conversion rate, they are being clinical in front of goalposts. I think though it looks impossible, but I think they will give a beautiful football. We want to see Atletico Bilbao come to Old Trafford and get at least 1 or 2 goals. Even coming for a victory, not just to play like you are out of the tournament.
Okay, as I can hear that sound from the lap, well, let's see if Atletico Bilbao will bring in that battle or that fight against Manchester United in the return leg at Old Trafford. They're talking about the goal scorers in the EPL. Mo Salah currently leads and is the topmost leader right there with 28 goals this season. Alexander Isak of Newcastle is second with 23 goals. Last season, highest scorer Erling Haaland currently sits third with 21 goals. Chris Wood of Nottingham Forest surprisingly with 19 goals. Brian Buemo of Brentford with 18 goals, and also Yana Wissa of what's it called, Brentford, also with 18 goals, are the top strikers, top goal scorers in the EPL. He has a free kick to Liverpool, a chance for them to try to Chelsea right there from the set pieces and duties sent into the box. It's still Liverpool in possession, but Chelsea will clear their lines out right there in the 25th minute of this encounter, and gradually Liverpool are turning up the heat against Chelsea, looking for that equalizer against the Blues. Will they be getting that? It's still Liverpool in possession of the ball against Chelsea there, attacking and looking to get that equalizer against the Blues, who are looking like they are ready to defend all their life. But is it possible they defend this 1-0 right here from the 25th minute up to the 90th minute?
Oh well, I think that would be a big call from Chelsea. I feel it's more or less like a game plan from Maresca right now. You've gotten the first goal, try and defend and see if you can hit Liverpool on the counter. And looking at the way this fixture is, I think Liverpool will come up with just maybe not 100% mentality of wanting to win this game, because this game, a lose or a victory, it counts for nothing to them. They won't break the record of the all-time EPL points. So I think they just feel like, let's just and this is not even a home game. This is a game from probably when they will get their trophy at home.
There's a chance. Will that be the equalizer for Liverpool, who looks for what a needed and timely intervention there from the Chelsea defender to dislodge that Liverpool striker from getting the ball into the back of the net. Liverpool, we attack against Chelsea. Simishkas finding Gakpo, who is having a eventful day against the Chelsea right back, Moises Caicedo. And when I saw the starting 11, I asked myself a question. You have Malo Gusto and Rhys James on the bench. Why should you start Moises Caicedo as a right back?
Well, I don't really know what's his name again, Maresca is trying to experiment, because with all due respect to Caicedo, I would really say he has been arguably one of the top 3 best midfielder in EPL, because I saw some of his record whereby after Pedri he came next, and that speaks of how good he has been. So I think you get the best of Moses Caicedo when you use him in his position, in his natural position. And having what's his name again, Moses Caicedo and Rhys James on the feet. Why not just give them
Malo Gusto
and
Rhys James on the bench?
So why not just give them some play time? We won't really look at it in the sense that, okay, on Thursday we have an European competition. This already looks like Chelsea is already in the final, 1 foot, even more than a foot in the final already, as it sounds. So this game, you are fighting for the Champions League. Get your best leg, put them in their best position, and let's see how it goes. But putting Moses Caicedo there, probably Maresca has what he's trying to see where we've not noticed right now. So let's just see how it goes.
Okay, looking at the statistics, Liverpool are having a better share of ball possession with 73% of the ball to Liverpool, and Chelsea reduced them to 27% of ball possession. Total shot for Liverpool has been 3, but 0 shots on target. 3 total shots for Chelsea, also 1 shot on target in this encounter for the Blues in this game against Liverpool. Can the Blues also get the second goal against run of play in this encounter? All the time will tell. We're straight into the 28th minute of this encounter between Chelsea and Liverpool. Chelsea are looking for their first victory over Liverpool in about 4 matches in the EPL. The last 4 games, they've not gotten a victory against this Liverpool side. And looking at some of the statistics for Chelsea, top scorer this season in the EPL is Cole Palmer, who has 14 goals. Nicholas Jackson comes second with 10 goals, and also Noni Madueke is third with 7 goals for Chelsea. And on the top assist, we have Cole Palmer, who has provided the highest number of assists for Chelsea this season, 8. Enzo Fernandez is the second with 7 assists, and Nicholas Jackson coming third with 5 assists for the Blues in the EPL this season. On the side of Liverpool, yes, we know the outright top scorer in the EPL, and here's a shot for Liverpool without very chance for the goal there, but no, took a weak deflection. Chelsea will look to break out. Noni Madueke with the ball, piece of skill there from the England international, but what was that at the end of the day? Gave out a throw-in to Liverpool, and yeah, he's Liverpool taking a fast throw-in against Chelsea, but Chelsea regaining possession in the box there. Marc Cucurella with the ball there, but easily drops that into the part of Enzo Fernandez, the Chelsea player, who returns it back onto the part of Marco Correa. Endo with the ball in the middle of the park for Liverpool, as Liverpool looks to attack against Chelsea. And talking about Liverpool's top scorer this season is the outright EPL top scorer in the 2024-2025 season, Mo Salah, who tops with 28 goals. Luis Diaz is second with 12 goals, and Cody Gakpo is third with 9 goals for Liverpool this season. Here's a chance for Liverpool, but Chelsea will clear their lines halfway. It's Liverpool who are winning all the duels right now. Every ball falling into the path of the Reds in the encounter. Top assist for Liverpool is Mo Salah, who leads outrightly with 18 assists for Liverpool, and also Trent Arnold coming second with 6 assists, and Luis Diaz having 5 assists for Liverpool this season. Just to break out against Liverpool right now. And here's Cole Palmer with the ball, finds himself in the box with this great chance for Chelsea, second goal, but easily dispossessed of the ball there by the Liverpool midfielder there, if I'm not mistaken. That looks like, is that Quinza? Or it was a Curtis? I thought it was Quinza who got the last ditch on that ball there to send that into a corner kick. So Chelsea has a corner kick against Liverpool right now in the encounter. It's still 1-0. The Blues lead after half an hour of football at Stamford Bridge. And here is the goal scorer who will be taking this corner kick. Surprisingly, the first corner kick in this game, 30 minutes of this encounter. It shows that both teams are rather playing. It shows why we've not really seen chances being created by these two sides. Just one shot on target in the whole of 30 minutes of this encounter is really disappointing from both sides. One is actually looking conservative and defending, while the other is finding it hard to break through the big walls being created by the opponents. The corner kick to Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez standing on this, and any moment from now he'll be sending an in-swinger into the box. That is a low one there, so disappointing one from Enzo. And Chelsea will be getting the second corner kick in quick succession. Pedro Neto with the needed touch on that, and took a wicked deflection of a Liverpool player and is out for a corner kick out to the Blues. And that was an almost. That would have been almost be going to the back of the net, or probably the goalkeeper would have done justice to that. So Enzo Fernandez will have to retake that corner kick for Chelsea in almost immediate succession. And we have the Chelsea players in the box there, players like Trevor Chalobah, and also there is a Levi Kowe in the box there. Low lift taken there by the Chelsea midfielder there. Another disappointing one, but Simiskas had to put on the needed touch on that, and it rolls out to a throw-in for Chelsea. And Chelsea will be looking to double their lead in this first half against this Liverpool side, who are dominating possession against Chelsea in the early stages of the second half. We're straight into the 32nd minute of this game. Chelsea in possession of the ball. Noni Madueke pitching the player in and out and still holds on to the ball here. If there's one thing he knows how to do, it's actually dancing around with the ball. Drops it straight into the part of, well, that's a chance for Chelsea. And Noni Madueke will be asking himself questions. How did that not go into the back of the net? And yesterday, chance for Chelsea. And they still keep on asking all the questions. But putting it into the back of the net has been a problem for them. And this is what we always complain about. You have to put the ball into the back of the net if you really want to win a game of football. This should be going to, took a wicked deflection of a Liverpool player there. So it's not really Noni Madueke's fault that didn't go into the back. And you can see the follow-up from Moises Caicedo to the woodwork to the rescue for Liverpool. The goalkeeper was beating there. They all have been dropping into the back of the net, but the woodwork came to the rescue for Liverpool, and it's a goal. Liverpool have to restart the play from goal kick and returns back. Van Dijk with the ball finds Quinza. Quinza comes forward with the ball instead of giving it straight to Arnold, but takes a long one, tries to play in Mo Salah. Marco Correa finally wins the ball and sends it back to his Spaniard, the Chelsea teammates, Robert Sanchez, and the former Brighton goalkeeper sends one inward into the midfield. Wasted one from the Chelsea goalkeeper. Quinza got hold of that and finds Van Dijk, who returns it back to Quinza in the Liverpool defense. Quinza returns it back and finds Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes back to the goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. Becker will hold on to the ball for Liverpool, waiting for his Liverpool players to come forward, yes, and drops it straight to for the captain Van Dijk, who finds Quinza. Quinza with the ball there, returns it back to the goalkeeper, and Alisson Becker, the Liverpool goalkeeper, looks inward. Endo came back to get hold of that and finds his Liverpool teammates, and Arnold, who actually Madueke with the last touch on that, and it's going to be a throw-in to Liverpool. We've seen the first 34 minutes of this encounter. We have barely 11 more minutes to play in this first half. What a game that Liverpool has really dominated against Chelsea. Chelsea with a chance there, but Cole Palmer couldn't get that pass to who it was intended to. That was Enzo Fernandez. Sorry, I don't know why Mariska keeps on coming to my mouth each time I mention Enzo. And it's going to be Liverpool's possession to attack against Chelsea. It's a free kick to Liverpool. But looking at the first 35 minutes of this game, we've seen some beautiful piece of attack from both sides. Reminds me of that game between Barcelona and Inter Milan in the first leg, when Barcelona dominated play, but each time Inter Milan goes forward against Barcelona, they look the more threatening team in that encounter. And it seems that's what we've seen in this game. Yes. Liverpool are here to create a meaningful chance in this encounter, but once Chelsea goes forward against Liverpool, they look like the more threatening team in this game.
Yeah. I think Chelsea have, as I said earlier, they've come with one pattern. Let's sit back, let's hold up, let's let's get Liverpool game plan. Let's understand it. Liverpool want to attack. Let's just defend against this team. Let's see if we can get one, three, four chances, and let's see how much we can convert. They've seen one, they've converted right now. So probably they get two or three more, and let's say okay, two out of two chances, we get one more in the back of the net. That's two goals up. For Liverpool right now, they are playing like the more comfortable side in this game, and yes, they have nothing to lose. So it's just a matter of time before we see Chelsea probably get the second goal, Liverpool get one more goal. But I hope a goal from Liverpool will really light up the whole stadium. That's just what I feel. And probably more Salah still on the field and looking out the golden boot still in his eye right now, because I think it has gone away from just wanting to win the league right now. The league is already there. You are leading with about 5 goals to get the golden boot. So I think Mo Salah will surely want to get one or two goals in this game.
But you also want to. He has the assist record, in sight. The assist record is being held by what's it called? Thierry Henry. I think about 20 assists in the season. And Salah is currently on 18, so he needs up two more assists to equal Thierry Henry's record. And that record has been there for so long. I think 2003, 2004 season was when that record was set. So let's see if he can break that record on this season. And Liverpool has their own first corner kick in this encounter against Chelsea right there in the 36 minutes, and is Trent Arnold will be standing on that. We also have the tall guys on the box for Liverpool. Van Dijk is one of them, and he's always a threat, area threat in games of football. Sends it into the box there. The Chelsea goalkeeper had a lucky hand on that. And Chelsea will look to break out on the counter. Marco Correa with the ball, then drops it inward and finds his Chelsea teammate. What was that? But Chelsea regains the possession, sends it from left to right, and looks to attack against Liverpool in this moment. And yeah, he's Cole Palmer, who's still looking for his first Chelsea goal in 16 matches. Would have thought of that this season for the England international. Really disappointing one for him this season. Though he's Chelsea top scorer with 14 goals, but the goals are goals droughted and dried off with this year. For 16 matches, he's yet to get a goal.
I think everyone, we are human, and when you look at Kopama, last season looks like his first full season into proper first team football. And looking at his record this season also, I don't really think he has been that bad. I think 14 goals and 8 assists or so in the league. When you look at it to about 30 something matches he has played, he has given a good return ratio. That's more or less like a
that's
game,
22,
and that's 22,
and
you have to play how many matches in the league? 38. So if you are even multiplying 22 by 2, that's 44. So he gets one goal and assist in almost every 2 matches. He will surely give you a return. So I think kudos to him. It just speaks of the standard.
Yes, I think it's based on the standards that people are expecting of him, or has been set for him. Because remember, it reminds me of what's it called, the Real Madrid striker, what's it called, Kylian Mbappe, with 5 goals this season for Real Madrid, but people still see him as having a bad season with Real Madrid. It's based on standards. This number of goals Cole Palmer has scored, I know some players who will have that, and it's really going to be a good season at the end of the season for them. But the standards you have set is what is being used to judge these players right now.
No doubt, Palmer had injury also this season, so I think that has been one or two reasons. And even what his name again, Maresca coming in and putting him in a different position entirely. So I think he's still trying to adapt to life in that position, but I think he has given a good account of himself for real.
All right, straight into the 38 minutes. We are approaching almost very close to the halftime break. Will Liverpool be equalizing in this first half, or will it be Chelsea getting the second goal in this game against the run of play? They got the first goal against the run of play, and it has been a game Liverpool has totally dominated, but the Blues are coming very close even after scoring the first goal. Almost 2 chances. One we saw to Noni Madueke, and we also saw another chance for Chelsea to put one into the back of the net. But fortunately for the Blues, yes, they are not clinical in front of goal. So let's see if we get to the second goal in this one. Liverpool clears the lines there and is off for a throw into Chelsea. 39 minutes gone at the Stamford Bridge. Chelsea, like I said in my opening remark in this game, they are not here even to play. Even the guard of honor can even fast turn into a battle of friends, and that is what we are getting at Stamford Bridge. Noni Madueke holding on to the ball, cuts inward with the ball, returns it back and finds Trevor Chalobah, finds Levi Colwill drops it straight into part of Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah looks inward into the midfield and finds his Chelsea teammates. It's Chalobah who takes a long one, tries to play in Nicholas Jackson there. Liverpool regains possession and looks to attack against Chelsea. Yes, that was Madueke he was trying to play in. And Yes, Miskash with the ball there for Liverpool. Comes forward with the ball. What will he make out of that? Returns it into the middle of the park. Finds Endo. Endo finds out Kinsa. Kinsa holds onto the ball for Liverpool and returns back to the captain, Virgil van Dijk. The Netherlands international finds the Greek international there, who finds the Japanese international. Returns it back to Miskash. And Miskash returns it back to Alisson Becker, who might be playing his last season with Liverpool this season. I think probably he'll be making that transfer to the Saudi Arabia League, with Liverpool having what's it called, that goalkeeper with Valencia, Mamas Veshki, also the Georgia international goalkeeper will be joining Liverpool
looking
next
at
season.
Alisson Becker, I think he has won it all when it comes to club football. Because when you look at his trophy galore, his medals, he has won the EPL, FA Cup, name it, the Champions League, and everything. And not just only him, I think Ederson also looks like he's headed to the Saudi League, and I think
but would that not be a big disadvantage to the Brazil national team? Because when you have your first and second choice goalkeeper, playing not in a competitive league like the Saudi Arabia League, it's going to have a toll
I
on
think
the national
they have
team.
a goalkeeper in one of these Italian Serie A club, and I think that guy is also good on his own day. So probably it will be the next in line to mount the goalpost. But let's just
can they do away without Alisson Becker and Ederson for now?
Well, with all due respect to those two goalkeepers, they've seen it all and they've won it all. So I would say,
is still there? They still want to win the World Cup. Everybody's interested.
Not every good player will win the World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo of this generation, he does not have any World Cup in his own.
He might still win the next one. He's going to the World Cup.
That's a probability.
I think he'll likely go to the World Cup.
He will. Sure, he will. But I think he does not even just winning it. No silver, no bones to write about, So,
let's see. Is Lamine Yamal going to win the World Cup?
It is possible.
Okay, right there in the 41st minute, 4 more minutes to play in regulation time in this first half. Is Chelsea surprisingly leading against Liverpool 1-0, and that goal was scored in the 3rd minute by Enzo Fernandez. What was a really fast flow of football from Chelsea to attack against Liverpool in the early stages of those games. Chelsea back in possession, back in possession of the ball there, and a long cross off field, tries to play in Mo Salah, but that was too much for the Egyptian international, who is the 4th runner to be named the CAF African Footballer of the Year for 2025. I think he should be winning that, without any fight.
Well, I think he should be winning that, but looking at the African Cup of Nations coming up later this year, I think that would also take a big turn on it. Let's just see how far his club can go. Because when you look at,
I think the only big threat can be Hakimi winning the World Cup and winning the Champions League. And he has won the League One, and if he wins the African Cup of Nations,
and when you look at where Morocco is right now, they look like a team capable of. And I think the next AFCON is going to be played in their country, so I think they have big chance of winning it. One player who I felt would have given a big account of himself this season, if he had not had that little.
What a chance for Chelsea! But Pedro Neto couldn't get that into the back of the net. Beautiful piece of pace from the Portuguese international.
What a pass from Palma.
That was a great pass from Palma there to set Pedro Neto straight on goal there, and set that shot crashes straight at the side netting. That should have been Chelsea's second goal if only he had taken that chance very well.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier on, I think away from Hakimi, another player who would have given a good account for himself, probably if he was still at Napoli.
There's a chance for Chelsea. This second goal. And that's into the back of the net.
That's not an offside.
We don't be crushed off as an offside. Let's see. It's an offside. Yes, the linesman said that is an offside call against the Chelsea defender, Chelsea striker there. Let's see. It looks like was that offside? Let's see. Yeah, it was way in the offside position. He was put in the that was Nicholas Jackson. That was what's it called? Noni Madueke, who put that into the back of the net. But the linesman said Nicholas Jackson already bought a plot of land right there in the offside trap. So that goal won't count for Chelsea. It's still 1-0. But Noni Madueke put that into the back of the net. You can see the eye line or the defense offside trap being set there by Liverpool. This is the second time Chelsea's penetrating through it and finding a way out of it. And I think Liverpool needs to be careful with the way they set that offside trap. One of it is really going to favour Chelsea if care is not taken. Yes, so we're straight into the 44th minute of that game. 1 more minute to play in regulation time of first half. It's still 1-0. Chelsea leading in that account. And still to come today, we are talking about Morocco. Yes, in the under 20 AFCON, we have Nigeria against Morocco coming up at 7 p.m. Tonight, so it promises to be another interesting game. They got a lucky victory over Tunisia in the first game, so they'll be looking to get on the second victory over Morocco. And Morocco are also the defending champion of the Under 17 African Cup of Nations, so they'll be looking to get the what's it called, the Under 20, and probably complete it with the Senior African Cup of Nations coming up on December, January in Morocco. So most of the African players will be having their Christmas party right there at the African Cup of Nations. Yes, we're stretched into the 45th minute of this encounter. Chelsea in possession of the ball. Cole Palmer comes on with the ball there, beats Curtis Jones there, and steals onto it. Both are England international there. You can see Curtis Jones telling the referee, I didn't have a hand on Cole Palmer, but the referee says yes, that hand was too hot on Cole Palmer there, and it's going to be a free kick up to Chelsea. 45th minute of this encounter. Chelsea have managed to push Liverpool from the third minute with this their slim lead in this encounter, but there's still much time to play in this first half, and anything can still happen. Liverpool can respond, or Chelsea can get a second goal. Probably Chelsea can go home with a 1-0 victory. We saw it in the UEFA Champions League in that game between Arsenal and PSG. It's very much possible for you to score from the third minute and push on to the end of the game without conceding a goal. We've also seen Atletico Madrid, play out something like this, scoring in the first minute and hanging on and closing the old shops and winning that game 1-0. So anything can happen. It's 1 minute additional time added there by the linesman, fourth official, in this encounter. Liverpool come out from one of their last attack in this first half, and it's Van Dijk with the ball there. He sends it back and finds Tsimikas. And Tsimikas with the long one tries to play in Cody Gakpo, but Moises Caicedo wins possession for Chelsea. Romeo Lavia in the middle of the park. Beautiful turn of football from the Belgium international. If only he can stay fit for a season.
Yeah, I think good player, beautiful player. Lavia is he has that talent, he has the potential, everything to become great in the game of football. And when you look at his age, it's just 20 or 21, if I'm not mistaken. So I think we still have a fit Romeo Lavia will give us beautiful moment for the next 15 to 17 years. So I think the new generation who are just coming to the game will see a better version of Romeo Lavia. So good one for him. One thing I just think the Chelsea medics and the physio should just do is try and keep this guy fit. A fit Romeo Lavia is a joy to watch.
All right, it's halftime at Stamford Bridge in that game between Chelsea and Liverpool. Is Chelsea taking a halftime lead into a halftime victory into the halftime break? And what a game of football we've had in this one. Liverpool totally dominating possession, but Chelsea doing the scoring in this encounter. But it's a slim lead for the Blues. Enzo Fernandez with the first goal for the Blues, and the only goal in this first half scored in the third minute of this game. Let's see how they come back in the second half, because it's going to be a 15 minutes break for the players, and hopefully they come back in the second half and we have a better second half than what we had in the first half. It has really been a disappointing game for Liverpool in this first half. You look at the total shot for Liverpool in this game, 4 total shots and just 1 shot on target. Mo Salah completely switched off in this encounter.
Well, I think when we look at the standard of this game, like I said earlier, Liverpool are really, they have more or less like nothing to really fight for in this game. Chelsea really needs this game, and I think it's a good one for Chelsea. They are playing Liverpool at this time of the season, because trust me, if the league was still like open with 2 points within Liverpool and Arsenal, you won't see Liverpool come up with this type of performance. Though it's an understandable one. They've won the league, and they are playing at the Chelsea Stamford Bridge, the Chelsea ground. They just want to keep it. Let's keep the scoreline respectable. Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more goals, and then we'll see how it goes. Good one for Chelsea. They met Liverpool when I feel this is not the Liverpool we saw maybe first 20 to 25 games of the season. So when you are meeting Liverpool with this standard and this sort of performance, you want to come out and get your 3 points. So they've done well on their own side. So good one for them. Good one. And also the team, I feel, should be more worried about all this floppy performance right now has to be Arsenal. Because right now it's just 3 points within them and
Manchester City.
And I saw it start earlier today. I don't know how true it is. Man City has 19 league wins, whereby Arsenal has 18 league wins. Then if that actually happens to be truth, then I think, wow.
It's actually true. Because from
It is.
35 games played by Arsenal, they've won 18, drawn 13, and lost 4. For Manchester City, they've won 19,
Wow.
drawn 7, and lost 9 games this season. So Manchester City has more victory than Arsenal, and they've scored more goals than Arsenal this season. Manchester City has scored 67 goals, while Arsenal has scored 64 goals. But
Wow.
Arsenal has a better defensive record, conceding just 31 goals, while Manchester City has conceded 43 goals. In what that's the argument by some fans, by some football faithfuls, that yes, Manchester City is having a bad season, but with their bad season, even their records, the return is
Yeah.
still looking
Looking
good than
more-
some clubs who are having
Yeah,
a good season.
Well, I
in
think
the
that
EPL.
comes down to what you said earlier about the Copa Mount. Standards really matter. Once the standard is set, you have to meet it. I think that's of the case of what's their name again?
Manchester City.
Manchester City. And the one team I think nobody seems to be, which really opens the standard talk wide, has to be Nottingham Forest. At some point in time, they were second or third. They spent weeks in and out of the Premier League on that position. Now they are out of even the champion. I think they are sixth or fifth right now in the league. And right now the Champions League looks like a big call for them. Unlike maybe the 20th weeks where everyone felt like yes, these people are surely coming to the Champions League. And when you look at that performance, and now the Premier League, we're having 5 teams coming plainly. You have to look at it. If Arsenal get to win the Champions League, that's a big call though. It does not really affect any other sport. So right now you finding yourself in the sixth. The only thing you can do in the sixth position is get yourself into the automatic qualification right now, because Atletico, what's their name again? Man U and Tottenham look set. Judging based on the first leg of the Europa, looks like the final of the Europa will be those 2 teams, and you just have to look at it. Both teams are out of
Yeah,
the
they are
top
both following
six.
each other at 40.
So there is no any spot coming for the top 5 to make it. Maybe we can now say, okay, yes, we are having 6 or 7 teams from the EPL. So right now, everything Nottingham Forest have to do is get yourself in the top 5.
Okay,
And
that's
with
it,
that
man.
performance, I was never expecting them to be where they are.
Yeah, they currently sit on 60 points and finding themselves in the 6th position. Aston Villa is 7th, also with 60 points in the EPL. The battle for the 2nd to 5th position is still, really halting in the
Well,
EPL. So let's look at Arsenal last 3 games in the EPL. After the Champions League game against PSG, they traveled to Anfield to play against Liverpool in that encounter. Liverpool against Arsenal is one of Arsenal's last 3 games, and after that, they host Newcastle at home at the
Then
Emirates Stadium, and lastly they travel to Southampton to play against a relegated Southampton. But it looks like these next two games in the EPL is where the battle is for Arsenal, Liverpool, and also Newcastle.
Well, I think this last 3 games is one game we have to really look at from a very deep part of it. If Liverpool come into the party, not with the way they play Chelsea, I think that next game is at Liverpool ground.
Yeah.
So
That's
I think
Anfield.
Anfield. I think Liverpool would want to come into this game and just get the whole victory. And you need to look at Arsenal right now, just 3 points away from Man City. I think who is following them again?
Newcastle is there.
Newcastle
And we
is
have Chelsea also there.
So let's just say Arsenal is on 67 points. Chelsea are on how many points again?
Chelsea's on 63. Should they get a victory in this game, they'll be on 63 points.
63
Puts them
points.
4
So
points behind
behind
Arsenal.
Arsenal. So there is every possibility for Arsenal that they will have to fight on the last day
To the last day of the
league. Because you need to, if they get a defeat against Liverpool,
That puts them-
Newcastle is coming into this game knowing that their own Champions League life depends on that game also. They want to get a victory. So that, and we all know what the last day of EPL is. It brings surprises. Southampton, yes, they might have been down in the league and we might just feel like
And they might come out and do the spoilers.
just do this, get a goal or play a goal, let's draw against Arsenal, and Arsenal don't have a Champions League to offer next season. But I don't really see that happening. Though I still feel like they will be among the top 5. And I think one point again has to be this coming Tuesday will be a big part in this Arsenal Champions League. I don't see them winning the Champions League, to be sincere. But
You see them defeating PSG in that game.
I don't even see that happening because Arsenal play with no proper 9. That's my biggest fear.
And
About them.
also, PSG plays without a proper 9.
When we talk about PSG, let's look at it like this now. On paper, let's go player to player. You need to look at the PSG front line: Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Bakula.
All the way.
They are ahead of Arsenal front 3. Look at the midfield: João Neves, Vintina, and what's his name again?
Fabian Ruiz.
Fabian Ruiz. They are ahead of Arsenal midfield. When we look at the defense, they have better wing back than the Arsenal one. Arguably a little bit, but I'm sure Marquinhos will stand. One of Saliba or Gabriel also has to come in. The only aspect I feel Arsenal looks arguably better than PSG has to be the goalkeeping
Do you think
department.
Raya is better than Donnarumma?
Arguably. But Donnarumma has been here for so long.
That is the world best
that-
goalkeeper
yeah.
order.
So that's what I'm trying to drive at right now. And when you look at Donnarumma, he mount the goalpost for the Italian national team. It takes a lot when a Giuliano Buffon of this world of his own time is retiring and you are coming on to
At the age
mount
of
the goal
70,
at the age of
yes.
70. That speaks a lot. This is David. With all due respect to David Wire, he's still dragging it out with Unai Simon to become
And why
the
is
first
Simon
choice.
not starting for Atletico Bilbao this
He
season?
had a lot in an injury throughout the whole of this season. I think he's just getting back probably maybe 2 to 3 months ago. So the first half of the season, I think he was off.
Okay, let's look straight at Manchester City remaining 3 games. It looks like, yes, they are the one who has relatively the easiest running games. They play against Southampton
Okay.
and also have Bournemouth and Fulham to play with in the last 3 games of the EPL. So I think that to me might just be 3 straight victories for Manchester
I see
City.
Man City
in the
actually,
running.
I see Man City finishing in that second position because I don't see Arsenal surviving Liverpool and Newcastle.
Okay,
Because-
looking at Newcastle's last 3 games in the EPL, they have a trip to Chelsea. Also has a trip to us. Also a trip. They have a trip at home against Chelsea. They have a trip to Arsenal, and they also face off against Newcastle in the last 3 games. for them.
Newcastle again?
Yes, no, against Everton. Sorry.
Well, I think the Newcastle Chelsea will be a decisive part. I
Okay.
think Arsenal will end up in the top 5 because if that game ends in a defeat for either side, Arsenal automatically has 3-point save. Because right now they are leading you guys with about 5 to 7 points. So if a defeat to any team, that would be like Arsenal saving 3 points without even needing a victory. So, but if it ends in a draw and both teams goes on to win their next 2 games, you are winning. That's both teams having 7 points at hand. So right now Chelsea will be on 63 if they win. That gets them to 70 points. Arsenal on 67 points right now. If they win Southampton, that gets them to 70 points. Newcastle also, they are on how many points again right now?
Newcastle are currently on 60 points, 64.
64. So that gets them to 71 points. Already they are ahead of Arsenal. So
So
that
you don't
looks
see
like
Arsenal winning the last 3 games.
the only victory I see Arsenal having is against what's their name?
Southampton.
Southampton. That's why I say Arsenal will end up on 70 points. If Newcastle win 2, Arsenal is one of those games. That put Newcastle on 71 points prior drawing with Chelsea. If Chelsea also gets 2 victory, 1 draw, that's also 70 points. So Chelsea and Arsenal will end up on the same
Okay, looking
point.
at Chelsea's last 3 games in the EPL, they travel to St James Park to play against Newcastle, and they also have a date at home against Manchester United. And lastly, in the EPL, is a trip away from home to Nottingham Forest to face off against Nottingham Forest.
Well, I think the last day of the season, Nottingham Forest let me. Who are Nottingham Forest last 3 games?
Okay, I'll be checking on Nottingham Forest, but why you analyze that Chelsea's 3 games, Newcastle, Manchester United, and Nottingham Forest are the 3 games for Chelsea.
Newcastle, Manchester United, and Nottingham Forest. Well, Nottingham Forest comes last. To me, I'll put my money on. If I see a full-time draw within Chelsea and Newcastle, I can put my money on Arsenal not coming to Champions League next season. Because that means Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea. Oh, they will be the 5th.
They'll be the 15th. Well, let's say Nottingham Forest. Yeah, there's still a lot of battle there.
Nottingham Forest is on 60 points.
Yes,
I
Nottingham
think,
Forest on 60
they
points.
slept-
We have Tottenham Hotspur. We have Tottenham. Sorry, we have Aston Villa also, who are on who are on 60 points also in the EPL. So the
Wow.
battle is actually
It still looks so open. I think
heating up.
everything lies down
Looking
to
at
Southampton.
Nottingham Forest last 3 games, they play against Leicester City, they
victory
play
for
against
them.
West Ham, and they'll be playing against Chelsea
On
on
the
the
last
last day of the EPL.
Wow,
So those are their last 3
wow,
games
wow,
in the
wow.
EPL. It's still really everything to fight for in
Yeah.
the EPL as it stands right now. And also we have Aston Villa, who are also on 60 points. Let's see who Aston Villa last 3 games will be in the EPL to see if they can still stand a chance of battling it out against the top guys in the Champions League. They played in the Champions League and got to the quarterfinal this season. Probably I'm also of that belief that playing in the Champions League this season with with not really a big squad, a formidable squad is one of the reasons of one of the things that really affected Aston Villa, in the league. Because yes, they have a good squad. You look at the goalkeeper, is currently the world best goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez, and you have a striker like what's it called, Ole Watkins. Rashford is there. They had Asensio come into the team. They had what's it called, the player they loaned from Dortmund, Milan, also come into the squad. Fantastic players who can get the job done. And looking at Aston Villa's last 3 games of the season, yes, they traveled to Vitality Park to play against Bournemouth, then they are at home at the Villa Park against Tottenham Hotspur, and lastly they traveled to Old Trafford to play against Manchester United.
Well, I think that's a long fight for them. The good thing about them is they have nothing to concentrate anymore away from the league, and I think that will be a big plus for them. And I think that's why I have issue with this Arsenal team. If and only if it's possible, Arsenal get through against what's their name again, Paris Saint-Germain, and Arteta comes up this weekend against Newcastle. I don't see
This weekend is against Liverpool.
Liverpool. Wow. Well, let's just see how it goes. But I still believe that Arsenal will be in this fight for Champions League come the end of the season, because I've seen like 4 to 5 weeks ago, many Arsenal fans believe we are finishing second. But as it stands right now, the second position, it looks like it's not certain for Arsenal, to be sincere. Even if the Champions League spot still looks like they have an 80% chances. But in football, we know anything can happen. Arsenal can just lose Liverpool, lose Newcastle, and at the end of the day, you see Southampton, they'll be like, okay, this is the last game of the season, we are going back to the Champions League.
And they'll be at home against
Championship, they'll
Arsenal.
be at home, so let's just
So
give
they
our
want to
fans
they want to
this.
give their fans a show.
So Arsenal can
Well, a
just
team
have
that
them.
struggled, a team that struggled this season, like what's it called? Southampton shouldn't really be a big threat to Arsenal.
Well, we saw
Looking at
Barcelona
Southampton,
yesterday.
looking at Southampton, in 35 games this season they've played, they've only won 2, drawn 5, and they currently have just 11 points in the EPL.
Have they broken on
It's
the worst
disappointing
record? Or
season. I think they equaled. That is
They've equaled
Derby.
it. Yeah,
Derby
they've
County is
equaled
on
it,
record
okay.
of 11 points, and they're currently on 11 points. Winning just 2 games in 35 games is really, a disappointing one for a team like Southampton. You look at the caliber of players in Southampton, and you ask yourself, why are they struggling for the relegation?
Well, I think Nottingham Forest are 1 game less of you guys. They're on
Yeah.
34 games.
Yeah,
so,
they'll be playing. They have a game at hand, yes, that they'll be playing.
wow.
So let's see.
That
if,
would be a big.
that would be a big one for them.
for
Yeah. So
if
it
they
will be
can
one
get-
of the big determinants.
Which team is that? If you can.
Checking who they'll be playing. Upcoming, waiting to see who they'll be playing. But we have the players in the tunnel already, about to come onto the pitch for the start of the second half of this game between Chelsea and Liverpool. And Chelsea currently took a 1-0 lead at halftime into this second half. So they'll be looking to either double their lead or probably maintain this 1-0 victory to the end of 19 minutes. What are your expectations for the second half?
Well, I think Chelsea should just come all out of this game. They are meeting, let me say, a more relaxed Liverpool side. Trust me, this game, Liverpool equal with Arsenal a point or not even winning the league, they will give us a different battle, a different fight. And I think good one for Liverpool. They've won the league already. Chelsea, good one for them also. They feel like, yes, if Chelsea do everything right, they can defend this 1-goal lead and just have the 3 points. Everything Chelsea really needs here is the 3 points. Chelsea needs this game more than Liverpool. Liverpool are already cool. I think what they will be planning on right now has to be next season. Let's see who stays, who goes out, and there is the World Club Cup coming up very soon. Start thinking about that. If we are making any new signing, if there's any player leaving, let's disburse.
Are Liverpool going to the World Cup club?
I think yeah. They are part of the last 3 or 4
UEFA
champions. So I think they
League
should be there. So
wow.
good one for them. And I think Chelsea also.
No, they are not. They are not in the UEFA. They are not in the FIFA World Club Cup.
Really, I
They are
thought
not, they are not.
the last 3 champions went of Champions League.
They didn't win Champions League after Chelsea. It was Chelsea who won it last in the EPL. Then
Then
Manchester
Madrid.
City won it. We also had Madrid as the winner, so they were not part of the last sets.
Wow.
So they won't be going to the World Club
But
Cup.
there is the rumor of Barcelona probably being invited.
How
I
are you
think-
guys being invited? Leon was chucked off of the.
I know.
But I don't think Barcelona will be.
But
going
I
to
think
Champions.
one thing they might be looking at, probably if Barcelona gets to win this year Champions League, they might just give them the spot that was
That's if
taken
probably
off.
if you guys win the UEFA
But it
Champions
looks
League.
likely that Barcelona would win it.
Okay, yes, we still wait to see who qualifies for the final. We still wait to see the second leg of that game between Barcelona and Inter Milan. There's still everything to fight for in that game. Yes, it's the restart of the second half of this encounter between Chelsea and Liverpool. And Liverpool will be looking to turn things around in the second half of this encounter. as Chelsea holds on to play. Yes, both team as both sides didn't make any substitution coming into the second half, so it's still the 11 players who started this account on the either sides of these two sides that are restarting the second half. Liverpool are playing from the right sides of our screen, while Chelsea are playing from the left side. Donning their all blue attire in this game and white socks in this encounter. Yes, Liverpool back in possession there, and it's the captain Virgil van Dijk who finds his teammate there who's spotting the jersey number 17, Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones finds Cody Gakpo, returns it back to Jones. Jones holds onto the ball, looks inward into the midfield, finds the captain, and yeah, he's the captain of Liverpool, Virgil van Dijk, returns it back to Curtis Jones. Jones comes inward with the ball there and tries to free in his teammate there, was brought down, and referee says that is going to be a free kick. It was Cody Gakpo who was brought down. Simicas on the ball there. Liverpool looks to attack against Chelsea in the early stages of the second half. Beautifully won back there by Pedro Neto, but Simicas coming back to defend and trying to win the ball. Cole Palmer with the ball for Chelsea, holds onto the ball, easily brought down there, went down there by as was brought down by the Portuguese striker Diogo Jota there. It's going to be a free kick to Chelsea in the early stages of the second half. Can Chelsea hold on to momentum or get the second goal against this runaway league winners on Liverpool in this game? It's still 1-0 right there in the 48th minute of this encounter, which means we've seen 3 minutes played already in the second half in this tie between Chelsea and Liverpool. 1-0 stands, a free kick to Chelsea, and it's Robert Sanchez, the Chelsea first choice goalkeeper, who will be taking this free kick for Chelsea. Sends a long one into the Liverpool's half, tries to play in Nicholas Jackson, but the Senegalese couldn't get onto that. Chelsea looks to attack. Nani Madueke with the ball, as Arnold to beat there, and he holds onto the ball, cuts inward with the ball, finds himself in the box with this very chance for Chelsea. What was that wasted shot there from Nicholas Jackson? That was a weak shot there from the Senegalese. I think he should be doing better there. Nani Madueke already do all the work for him there, and he got hold of the ball. Probably a dummy, and allowing the ball to roll straight onto the part of Cole Palmer would have even been better than that weak shot we saw from
one thing I feel Chelsea fans really need to look at is Cole Palmer. The last 16 match is he has had a long one about getting a goal assist in the EPL, and Nicholas Jackson has also been off at for a large amount of game within that period. I think does this mean
10
like
goals already?
I know not about his performance this season while he has been off. Does this mean like there is a little bit of understanding within Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer? Because I think whenever
Nicholas Jackson going down too early there, and Chelsea getting the chances but not putting the ball into the back of the net. Liverpool regains possession, looks to attack against Chelsea. Disappointing one again there from Nicholas Jackson. He already, caged the ball there. All he had to do was turn and get a shot there, but he was so slow on his turning, and he actually allowed the Liverpool defenders, come back to win possession against him there. Here's Liverpool coming out against Chelsea. Curtis Jones with a long one, tries to play in his Liverpool teammate Cody Gakpo, but Moises Caicedo is there to respond as early as possible. He's not looking really bad, playing as a right back for Chelsea.
Yeah. I think that tells you how good or how versatility Caicedo, because you need to. It reminds me of some couple of Barcelona players. When you look at a certain what's his name again, Evi Garcia. He can play as a central back. He can deputize as a defensive midfielder. We've seen him play as wing back. Some couple of games. So that's
Nani Madueke as he goes straight against Liverpool.
I hope he does not spoil it.
The end product keeps letting him out there.
As good as he would have been,
the end product will always be a problem for him. I think looking at the players on the Chelsea bench in this encounter, Philip Jorgensen is a goalkeeper, Benelton Badashil, Malo Gusto, Tose Adarabioyo, Josh Archimpong. There's also Rhys James, the captain, Tariq George, Kerrion Dewsbury Hall, and also Jadon Sancho on the bench. Chelsea can send any of those boys into the bench in the second half. That is Romeo Lavia currently on the ground there, and Chelsea will really be hoping he'll be able to continue. And it's a big pain there, and it's looking like I hope that it won't be another injury layoff for Romeo Lavia. He went into that tackle there. Let's see that again. I think.
But I don't think that should be that serious.
He actually went straight into his knee there. For a player who is injury prone, that is the biggest. That
one
is the
thing Chelsea
he went straight into his knee there.
One thing the whole Chelsea medics need to look at is whenever Chelsea have Lavia fit, I think you guys come up with more or less like a draw victory. The winning ratio is really high. So I think come the end of this season, Chelsea really needs to look for a way to protect this guy. there is surely a plan for it. We've seen the likes of Pedri, who has been injury prone, having a good season. I think a fit from Lavia, for real, we will have a very, very good Chelsea. This the talent is in this guy, and just imagine playing him with Caicedo and what's his name coming up from this La Liga again. Because I've seen
Esugo.
Esugo. I've had some couple of his game, and I think having those three, the only issue I might have there has to be the creativity. Because when you play Caicedo, Esugo, Lavia looks more or less like he has a bit of flair, and you just ask yourself,
And there's
where is
also
Enzo playing?
Andre Santos coming
Well,
back
I think
from loan.
Andre Santos, I don't really see him being a starter. He will be one of those, probably him and Isugo will have to fight for who will be the third man. But looking at it,
So you
what
don't see
about
Esugo
Enzo?
starting.
No, I see Isugo starting ahead of Santos. But with the performance Santos has given at what's his name again? Your sister's club, Strasbourg.
Yeah, Strasbourg.
He has really dropped a huge
He's the standing captain right now.
so that speaks of the quality in it. And no doubt coming from the Brazil league, if I'm not wrong, and you need to look at everything. So I think, and if you are playing with a proper three midfielder, that means Kopama have to return back to the wing. He's no more having to play as the pop. Let's just say actually pile up next season. But I think a good a fit Lavia and what's his name again, Maresca, understanding his game plan, Chelsea will be so good to watch next season.
All right, straight into the 53rd minute. It's still one goal, either differentiating or separating these two sides in this encounter at the Stamford Bridge. That goal was scored in the 3rd minute by Angel Fernandez, and you can see both manager, both bad-headed and the slot, and also Angel Maresca. One is Italian and one is Netherlands manager. And Liverpool are back in possession against Chelsea in the middle of the park. Endo with the ball there as they look to attack against Chelsea right now. Sends it back to find Simishka sends it back to the captain, who has already seen a yellow card in this game, and that was the first yellow card in this encounter. It was Virgil van Dijk who picked up that yellow card for that intentional foul on the Chelsea midfielder Romeo Lavia. And Chelsea regains possession in the middle of the park, but Mo Salah will chase that. Ooh, beautiful piece of skill from Noni Madueke. Yes, Chelsea back in possession, returns it back to Marco Correa, who finds Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill will send it back to the goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Sanchez drops it straight into the path of Moises Caicedo. Caicedo free himself, still hold on to the ball, lost possession to Liverpool in a dangerous position in the middle of the park. That might be a yellow card to the Chelsea midfielder there. Yes, and that is the yellow card, and that was an unnecessary yellow card from it was Trevor Chalobah, sorry, not Moises Caicedo. So it's Trevor Chalobah who has picked himself a yellow card for that. I think he should have dropped the pass earlier on.
Yeah, probably should. But looking at his all-round performance since he got called back, I think
from Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Chalobah has really come in and give a good account of himself. I think this is an homegrown guy. He knows what it feels like to put on the Chelsea.
But they still want to sell him.
Well, I think Chelsea selling Chalobah has to do about how will I put it? I might be wrong, but I feel like it's more about the management, the way how will I put it? His agent, the party holding him, because I think you need to look at Reece James, regardless of how long he has been off. Chelsea
Reece James is the captain.
Yes, I know he's the captain, but he's never in the market about selling. And you need to look at what's the name again, Chalobah. From his breakthrough at Chelsea, I think
he went to the French
there are two
league also.
Chalobah at Chelsea.
There's a Nathan and Chalobah. That
I
is
think his elder brother. That one also left for Watford, and it went. There
was always the injury problem.
Yeah, I think looking at his but I think one aspect Chelsea has really let off everything, whereby I think I'll fault this Chelsea, this current management and the last man has to be the defense line. Chelsea would have had one of the best defense in EPL without spending a dime. You look at Livramento and what's his name, Lewis Hall. You look at the midfield whereby you have let's even leave Tomori out of it. What's his name again in Crystal Palace? Gueye. And I think Chelsea has one other defense central back somewhere around EPL. What club? You don't have any.
You can't really keep players staying
I know,
on the bench.
but you need to look at the way Barcelona does these things before, and I think Chelsea bite into that that.
How is that going to the back of the net?
I think it went in.
And it's went into the back of the net. Chelsea with second goal. We're waiting to see if Vieira allows that. Yeah. And Noni Madueke doubles the Chelsea lead. Or was there an own goal to Liverpool? We are waiting to see if Vieira will be chucking that off. Because you can see the Liverpool players
right now,
going around the referee that should be chucked off. And the captain there not also in belief that they've conceded a second goal against Chelsea Who would have thought of that? Who pulled that into the back of the net? I really want to say the confirmation of the goal scorer for Chelsea's second goal. But beautiful piece of skill there from Cole Palmer to get himself into
No,
position.
Palmer on his
Yeah,
own day, we
that was
know
a
how
good run
good
from
he
Cole
is.
Palmer. You could see how he run through the cycles there, running around Sumiskas, in and out there, drops a pass there. That was an own goal
Ooh,
from
that's
Liverpool there. Yes, it was an own goal.
There's
That's the
nothing to check.
confirmation. Look at that run there. He got hold of the ball, cut inward against the Liverpool's player, spotted the jersey number 20. I think it was Quincy who scored the own goal. Looks like it was Quincy who scored the own goal. Let's see that
I
again.
think Van Dijk hit the
Van
ball.
Dijk hit the ball and went straight on Quincy and into the back of the net for Chelsea's second goal against Liverpool. What a night this young man is having. You can see the disappointment on the face of Quincy, though it's not something he should be disappointed about because it wasn't really his fault. And the Liverpool's defender Van Dijk was trying to clear off the line there, and unfortunate for him, he had to kick it straight into the path of his teammates, and we had to put that into the back of the net for Chelsea's second goal. So as we stand right now, it's Chelsea 2, Liverpool 0, and Liverpool are preparing 2 substitutions in this encounter. Nunes and also I think that is Bradley who will be coming in for the player who has been linked to Real Madrid. I'm talking about Alexander Arnold, who has been withdrawn. So we have Bradley coming in and also Nunes coming into this encounter. And Nunes is another different animal. Though he missed a lot of goal, but he's always a big threat up front.
Well, I think the Liverpool faithful want him out of the club as soon as possible. With all due respect to Darwin Nunes, I think it's just one of those typical striker whereby you feel if they are not in the EPL, they'll be dropping huge numbers. And well, good one for him. He has come to Liverpool. He has won the Champions League. Now he's winning the league. I feel he might just feel like I've won it all. Let me just go and have some fruitful moment, some fruitful couple of game plan in other club, and let's see how we can sell himself, because you need to look at the Uruguayan national team. He's their main striker, and when you want to lead mainly this typical big South American club side, countryside, sorry, you just have to be there week in week out, because we know what it takes to put on those jerseys. So good one for him. Let's just see how we end the season.
I think Via will be having a recheck of that. He has been yellow carded. Let's see if Via will be having a check on that. I think he has been let off there. So it's a yellow card for the both Liverpool's centre backs in this encounter. Quincy on the yellow card and Virgil van Dijk also on the yellow card for. And Quincy was getting that yellow card for going straight into the feet of Enzo Fernandez. But the referee has let him off that, saying that wasn't a challenge.
No, I think he got yellow card.
Yeah, he got a yellow card. But the Chelsea players are protesting that should have been a red card to Quincy. But the referee says no, yellow card is enough for the Liverpool defender. Chelsea attacking right now, and it's Pedro Neto who sends one inward here. But Chelsea lost possession to Liverpool, and Liverpool holds onto the ball at the back, returns it back to Alisson Becker, the goalkeeper. Becker tries to play in Simishkas, but the miscommunication there from the Liverpool players is out for a throw into Chelsea. And you have to give it to Enzo and Cole Palmer in this encounter. He has been everywhere. And that is one thing people are not really seeing. No, the goals are not coming in for him, but his all-round play for Chelsea has really been top-notch.
Yeah, I think when you look at players like Cole Palmer, they will be judged more more often about their goal records more than their play on the field of play, because you just need to look at there are many attacking midfielder whereby you understand them. These guys won't get you 20 goals and assists or any big numbers of goals and assists coming season, but they will dictate the play, and Cole Palmer has both. He will get you quality number of goals and assists, and it will be everywhere all around on the pitch of play. So I think it's a big plus for Chelsea having him in their own setup, and I think even Thomas Tuchel, the new England manager, also knows how good this guy is. The quality is there, and I think Cole Palmer is joy to watch. We just have so many beautiful moments to enjoy from this. Even Pep Guardiola letting him go will be like, wow, how did I let this quality players slip under my hands and everything. Looking at Kevin De Bruyne about leaving, Cole Palmer would have just been like the perfect replacement for him. And well, good one for them.
Okay, yes, a good one for Chelsea. Getting Cole Palmer, those still not going in this encounter, but he'll take that assist for for himself in that game. Yeah, it's Romeo Lavia almost been brought down again by the Liverpool player Curtis Jones there, but the referee allows place to continue. Advantage Chelsea, and yes, Cole Palmer on the ball, returns it inward into the midfield and finds Romeo Lavia. Lavia returns it back and finds Chelsea's defender there. Chelsea attacking here with the ball there, back in play, and yeah, he's Levi Coley That was an heavy touch there from the Chelsea defender. Sends it and tries to play in Nicholas Jackson.
Hey,
Jackson
wow.
gets hold of the ball and finds himself in the box. Hey, with a beat! Oh, straight into the hands of the Liverpool goalkeeper there, Alisson Becker. But I think he should be doing better there. You can see Quincy. It looks like that own goal scored by him is really affecting his morale right now.
Yeah, I think when you look at Kwanzaa, I think probably was Van Dijk and Pierre again. Konate
Konate.
looks like the proper pairing of Liverpool central back. And you need to look at Kwanzaa. You might be looking at it like, okay, come next season, this team, the whole management, the whole club will be like, okay, let's give Kwanzaa more play time and let's see what he has to offer. And
Here's a
with this-
chance for Liverpool to
And
reduce
this
the
too.
deficit. And what an important vlog there
Chalobah.
from Trevor
Good one,
Chalobah
good
for
one,
Chelsea.
good one.
And you can see what it means to the Chelsea defenders there. Liverpool almost been let out there. You don't give Mo Salah that kind of opportunity. And that would have been a resemblance of the Chelsea first goal for Liverpool if that had gone into the back of the net. Yes, Liverpool keeps on pushing and trying to get one goal back for the start of a comeback in this encounter. Let's see if they can stage that comeback against Chelsea. Endo with the ball in the middle of the park there, returns it onto the wing and finds Mo Salah. Mo Salah holds onto the ball for Liverpool and cuts inward with the ball, but holds it and returns it back to his teammate. And yes, Liverpool attacking against Chelsea. Sends it inward there. Yeah, might just be a chance for Liverpool to get one back against Chelsea with this very chance here.
I don't
And
think
yes,
I
still
get one.
Liverpool in possession. Rolls out for a corner kick to Liverpool against Chelsea there. And it's Levi Will who had the last touch on the ball. And gradually, Liverpool are coming out right now. They want to get a goal back in this one. They're still saying they still have to believe that, yes, we can get a victory over this Chelsea side. There's still a lot of time to play in this game. Maximum we have about 20, minimum we have about 27 more minutes to play in this encounter. So it's not game over in this game already.
Yeah, it's not game over in this game. Ooh. And I think you expect bringing on Darwin Núñez into this game. That lets you know what's the Liverpool squad. He really wants to come into this game. He wants to go for it. Get at least a goal before the 80th minute and let's just fight for everything. They want to really give a show. They want to give account for themselves that yes, we've won this league, but that does not mean maybe we just want to come into other games and just let it be like a walkover for our opponent. So I think good one for them. Good thing about Chelsea is they've gotten the first goal and got the second much needed goal. So I think right now Chelsea should depend more on the defense. Ooh, that should be a penalty.
The referee is not
I think
giving
VAR
out.
should be
Says
checking
that
that.
was a fair challenge. I think that was a fair challenge on Cole Palmer who went down there. You have to give it to Curtis Jones for that tackle on Cole Palmer.
And
Beautiful
what
tackle, beautiful way to win the ball back. He got the ball, not the leg
Yeah.
there. Yes, and sends it straight into the part of the goalkeeper because Cole Palmer getting the ball there. It's really going to be a big blow for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Probably a chance for Chelsea to put the third into
And
the
I
back
think
of the
Obama
net.
wanting a goal.
Liverpool doing a lot of defensive work against Chelsea right now. And here is now the captain, Virgil van Dijk, with the ball there for Liverpool as we're straight into the 64th minute of this encounter. Gradually, we are moving straight into the 65th minute, which will leave us with about 25 more minutes to play in this game. Chelsea scoring one goal apiece, or one goal in each half of this encounter to currently lead in this one 2-0 against Liverpool. Alisson Becker there with the ball. Finds the Quincy in the heart of defense, returns it and finds Bradley. And Bradley, the young guy who I remember from that Carabao Cup final against Chelsea. Beautiful run there from Elliott and sends it in what they tries to play in Mo Salah. Referee says it's going to be a free kick to Liverpool, and that was a foul on Mo Salah by Romeo Lavia. I think the Chelsea manager should be thinking of replacing Lavia right now. You can see him going down again. Just hope it won't be another complicated injury situation for the Belgium international, because they really need him fit, and it looks like Chelsea plays way better when they have Romeo Lavia on the pitch. And let's see how it goes on for Chelsea. It's a free kick to Liverpool, a chance for them to reduce deficits right there in the 65th minute of this encounter. And one thing we know about Liverpool, Mo Salah is also good from the free kick duties. Probably if Arnold had been on the pitch, yes, this will have really looked like a big threat against Chelsea. But they have they still have players who are capable from set pieces situation. Mo Salah is on the ball. We also have Elliott standing there. Gordy Gakpo is also standing on this free kick situation duties for Liverpool. A chance for them to reduce deficit, but that went straight into the Chelsea wall. But Liverpool still holds on to that, and Chelsea will clear their line halfway, and that rolls out to a throw-in for Liverpool right there in the 66th minute of this encounter. We have about 24 minutes to play in this one. Can Liverpool come back in this one, or will Chelsea hang on for a famous victory over Liverpool? The first victory over Liverpool in their last 5 games between these two sides. Should they get a victory in this one, over Liverpool. It has really been a disappointing affair for Chelsea, who has been trying to get a victory. Yes, the last it even goes down onto the
And
last
what a miss!
what a miss for Liverpool there. What a chance, and that was cleared by Levi Colwick. And they've played about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, and Chelsea are yet to get a victory over
the league.
Yes, no, not in the league, because the
Liverpool.
Carabao Cup also. All 6 games they've played in the last 6 games, Chelsea are still looking for their first victory over this Liverpool side. 67 minutes play, free kick to Liverpool. Shimishka standing on this here and sends it inward into the pitch. Here's a chance for Liverpool, but Chelsea holds on to that and looks to break out on the counter. And yes, Chelsea, that is dangerously played at the back there, and the goalkeeper is not having any of that. And now Chelsea, even though they are leading 2-0, it looks like more of the pressure is on Chelsea right now.
Yeah, I think Chelsea are the one letting the pressure come at them right now, because you need to look at, you are 2 goals up, the game is actually in your hands right now. Chelsea should be the one dictating this game and not let Liverpool, decide. Because I felt like when it was Chelsea leading 1-0, Liverpool will come all out. But having a 2-goal lead, you might feel like, okay, yes, let's come with our proper plan. Enzo Maresca really needs to, make 1 or 2 substitutions. Probably bringing a Jordan Sancho, and then he can take. Oh, but bringing up a Jordan Sancho,
He has to take Noni Madueke
or Pedro Neto off, and that still looks like the game still been with same set of play. I think the only changes that can come in is
taking chance for Liverpool, and a shot here went straight into the body of the Chelsea players. Still Liverpool in possession, trying to create a chance against Chelsea. Mo Salah with the ball there, sends across, and easily cleared there by the Chelsea player, but still half cleared, and still Liverpool in possession, still looking to create a chance against Chelsea with that beat, but straight into the hands of the Chelsea goalkeeper. This time around, it was Shimishkas who went straight with that, but couldn't get a goal, and Liverpool are preparing another substitution against Chelsea. And yeah, it looks like who's that coming? Okay, we see the player name who is coming in for Liverpool. He has a long one for Chelsea. Tries to play in Nicholas Jackson. Referee allows players to continue, since that was a fair challenge against the Senegalese international. And I've not really seen much from Nicholas Jackson in this encounter. Probably he should be one of the players that Chelsea will be looking to substitute. And here's a chance for Liverpool into the box. There it should be. Our net. You ask yourself the question, Nunes should be putting this into the back of net, for Christ's sake.
Wow.
He was free on goal there, but chose his header wide off the goal margin of the goal post there. Our net is not going to the back of the net. This is one of the reasons why Nunes is not starting for Liverpool. For Christ's sake, look at that. He was free. He was free there.
For a proper 9, you have the height, you have everything you really need, and
that is Soboslai is one coming in here, so we have the substitution there, and Liverpool will be bringing in Soboslai and McAllister to double up in the midfield. And I think right now they want to go all out to attack against Chelsea, bringing on Soboslai and bringing on McAllister. Elliott has been withdrawn, and also Wataru Endo has been withdrawn in this encounter. So Liverpool are still chasing this as we're straight into the 69th minute of 21 minutes to play at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea leading 2-0. But let's see what this Liverpool substitution will bring into this game. The players have the experience, and let's see how they approach this encounter. How big of an opportunity does Liverpool have, looking at the substitution they've just made?
Well, I think everything still looks open. Having McAllister and Soboslai coming, this looks like Liverpool are more. Let me say, to the larger part of this season, McAllister and Soboslai has been their preferred attacking midfielder. So I think coming into this game with understanding, we all know how good Soboslai is on his day, and McAllister, I think that will open the game much more, and I think Liverpool probably get a goal. It just goes down to how Chelsea can really defend this 2-goal lead right now.
I think why is Chelsea not making a substitution? Enzo Maresca should be looking out to his bench and see.
Yeah, for me, he should bring in.
He should not fight.
I want Evidencio or Malo Gusto should come into this game. Let Caicedo return back to his preferred position.
Yes,
so probably take
bring
off
in Malo Gusto or Rhys James on that position.
And you can take off. Even if you take off, what's his name again? Romeo Lavia, it will be understandable that okay, yes, his injury records and everything. He has played over an hour of football. That's so good for someone who knows his injury records. And bringing them, like I said, it goes back to go fit in that position. We've seen Caicedo and Enzo for the large part of this season. There is that understanding there. Caicedo is someone that can play 120 minutes for you, and he will still give you the same performance. So I think you should not be scared of making that substitution.
All right, straight into the 70th minute. Everything is still to play for in this encounter. Liverpool with a chance there with that beat for Liverpool. But no, that is Nunes again. One more time there. But Trevor Chalobah with the needed ditch there to deny what's he called what's his name
Nunes.
Nunes, the Uruguay striker. The the unfortunate thing about Nunes is that whenever he plays for his national team Uruguay, he's always a prolific striker for
Yeah,
them.
I think the way the Uruguay national team is really built, and when you look at the way this Liverpool team play, South American football in general, even the I think that's why we've not really seen the Brazilian national team really win something in the past couple of years, because it has moved away from the samba football whereby you want to play for fear. You look at the Argentine national team that's dominated the South American Copa America and the World Cup. They play for physical. You look at the midfield of Enzo, Rodrigo, De Paul, even the Lionel Messi of these days. Once he's putting on that jersey, they are coming in with a proper war. And having a striker like Moses again, Nunes, that he understands the way the South American football is really being built. You have Valverde. These are players that want to strike. These are players that want to shoot. And when you look here and there, you have Araujo in the defense. These are warriors. The South American football is more built like if a Nunes go and play in the Italian Serie A or German Bundesliga, you will enjoy it. But you look at this Liverpool team, you have the likes of Salah. These are players that depend more on flair rather than strength and everything. Not like maybe they don't use strength, but to the larger part of their capability, it has to be. It depends on their flair. So I think for him, he just needs that move. He really needs that move at this point in time. He's a good striker on his own day, but he needs that move. No doubt.
Chelsea will finally make a substitution in this one, but Liverpool attacking against Chelsea. Chance for them. Oh, that took a last ditch off save there from Cucurella for Chelsea. Gakpo with the cross. And talking about Chelsea substitution, Nicholas Jackson has been replaced by JD Sancho in this encounter. So it looks like Chelsea will be playing without a recognized nine for the remaining part of the second half.
That's a big problem for Chelsea right now, because if Liverpool get one goal, playing without the proper nine, you need individual brilliance from players like Palmer, Noni Madueke to be on his own good day before you can get a goal. And that's a big cause. For me, I would have preferred take off from what's his name again?
Pedro Neto or
Madueke, and bring in another player. Just have that nine.
It's
a
Chelsea
game of
attacking
football.
against Liverpool. A chance for Chelsea to attack. It's Pedro Neto on the ball there, cutting
And
well
this
with the ball.
individual
With that
brilliance we are
period chance for
talking about, but you
Chelsea,
can see
and easily
lost
caught
it.
out there by the Liverpool defenders now. And it's looking now like Pedro Neto is one who will be playing more centrally for Chelsea. And you can see what's he called? Noni Madueke moving
Back
straight to
here,
the
yeah,
right
and I
wing
think
now
Sancho is down
to
there.
attack for Chelsea,
Sancho
and
is back
Sancho to the right wing for Chelsea. So let's see how they approach on this game. 74 minutes, 16 more minutes to play in this encounter between Chelsea and Liverpool in regulation time. Chelsea leading 2-0 in this one, but Liverpool looking the strongest. Even with Chelsea leading 2-0, Liverpool are still, Chelsea are still playing with a lot of pressure on them in this encounter. So let's see if Liverpool will be coming back into this one. You can put your money on, Liverpool completing a total turnaround in this one.
I don't see a comeback happening. If a comeback happen in this game, I won't even fault on what's his name, Enzo Maresca. Because when you look at the setup of players, there are some games whereby I tell some of my friends, if we are together, I would say some games at some certain minute it goes away from the hand of the coach. Enzo Maresca have done it well. He has given, yes, normal, the coach will give you his game plan, but at the 74th minute you are leading 2-0. It's a game of football, anything can happen.
But against Barcelona, whenever Barcelona is playing, you are into the 70th minute and your opponent is leading 2-0, you always have that belief that yes, Barcelona can come back.
Yes, I will end up, even every football lovers will fought the opponent. We've seen it happen against Atletico Madrid this season, and everybody knows how, even against Real Madrid in the Champions League, the blame goes on to the Real Madrid, to the set of players on the field at that point in time. Because you are leading 2-0 at the 75th minute. Some coach will feel like, okay, yes, I'm leading. Don't let me make one substitution that destabilize the whole team. I believe in these guys. You all just have to know, you are professionals. Some point in time, there are some games that is not even won by the coach. It has to be the players on the field of play. So he trusts you putting on his best 11 right now. So if Sancho comes in and Chelsea end up losing this game, a big part of Sancho will know like, wow, was it me coming into this game that let everything down? But every player on here right now, they just have to fight for everything. You need this game more than Liverpool. This is not a final whereby you are fighting for a trophy, whereby it might look like, okay, anything can still happen. If Liverpool come out, this is not the Liverpool we all know, to be sincere. Liverpool they came into this game more calm, more easier. They were not, though they might not expect to be 2 goals down. Probably they might just be playing for let's get a goal and let's see how it goes. Then coming to lose with 15 minutes to go. That's a big call for Chelsea.
All right, straight in 76 minutes of this encounter. It's still Chelsea 2, Liverpool 0, and Liverpool has a corner kick against Chelsea right there in the 76th minute. What will they make out of this? They're still coming all out to try and see if they can restart and start getting the goals in the last 15 minutes of this encounter. It's not done and dusted for Chelsea. As we know, Liverpool can always come out to damage the opponents when it's needed most. We're straight in the 77th minute. 13 more minutes to play in this encounter between Chelsea and Liverpool. Chelsea leading 2-0 against Liverpool, but Chelsea has to take all the pressure in this one. Chelsea will attack right now. It's Cole Palmer with the ball for Chelsea. What will he make out of that? Still holds on to the ball. Liverpool having almost all their men back there. Nani Madueke will come to assist Cole Palmer and get hold of the ball to reduce the pressure on the England international. Romeo Lavia dictating the tempo of play in the middle of the park for Chelsea. Finds Levi Colwill. Colwill returns it back to the Chelsea goalkeeper who sends it out wide and finds Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah, who is already on the yellow card, finds Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer drops it straight into part of Nani Madueke. Nani Madueke will choose to run across the Liverpool's defense. Tries to drop one for Pedro Neto, but Pedro Neto, I think Pedro Neto is at fault there because he didn't put his head up for to look at the run of play there against for Chelsea. Yes, I think he was looking at the offside line. Probably that was why it was so complacent there to run through there. We have we have more. This is one we run. You don't see Liverpool there. Yeah, but just very chance for Liverpool to get one back in this game against Chelsea. And sends it inward there. And still Liverpool in possession. A cross. And distributes. Oh, the god of soccer seems not to be on the side of Liverpool in this encounter. Mo Salah with a free header there. And he should be burying that for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I think he should be burying that. And that
would have been probably an offside call against Liverpool because Chelsea, Chelsea was trying to say no, not did it. Mo Salah was in offside. I think that's to be to Nunes. Yes, Nunes might have been offside there, and I think Mo Salah didn't do justice to that either. Probably because he's not that one of the tallest on the pitch. And Chelsea also preparing another substitution. Is Malo Gusto, Romeo Lavia. Romeo Lavia, he deserves that. He deserves that. Some fantastic play for him. And you can see how happy he is to be back. And you can see the blue. Oh, that is the Liverpool fans head taunting him. I remember he was supposed to join Liverpool. And now he's been withdrawn and he's going through the Liverpool's fan side. Probably that's why they are taunting him. That probably if he had joined Liverpool, he'll be winning the league with them this season. Unfortunately, it's just Chelsea. But yes, he has been one of the prolific player on the pitch today. Giving Chelsea a lifeline.
The Liverpool supporters will know what an addition this guy would have been if Lavia will start in almost every team in EPL.
Yeah, you can say that again. Straight into the 79th minute. The clock is fast ticking. We have less than 11. We have less than 11 minutes to go in regulation time. Liverpool looking to stage a comeback in this one against Chelsea. They have 11 minutes to find that 2 goals against the Blues and probably 3 goals. Anything can still happen in the game of football. Yes, into the 79th minute. Liverpool attacking against Chelsea. They've enjoyed the better share of possession since conceding 2 goals against the Blues in this game, and they are really taking it to Chelsea in this encounter. You can see the poor possession. I think it's Liverpool dominating as it stands right now, and it's Liverpool has 68% of the ball, while Chelsea are reduced to 34% of the ball in this encounter. Liverpool with ball there. Chelsea regains possession, looks to attack right now against Liverpool, sends it straight into the part of Nani Madueke, gets onto the ball there as a Liverpool defender to beat and also onto the ball, cutting well with the ball. With this great chance for Nani Madueke, and that was a good draw. And still Chelsea in possession with that beat for Chelsea, and that was a big save, an important block there from the Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Becker, and to deny Chelsea a chance of getting the third there. What a chance. And that is what we talk about Chelsea. Yes, they might look conservative all game, but each time they go out to attack against Liverpool, they're always threatening against this Liverpool side.
I think good one from Chelsea. They've come out with a proper game plan. This, just like you said earlier, this looks like more or less the Barcelona Inter team. Chelsea with the I think game plan.
Jadon Sancho should be doing better.
He should be doing better. I think probably this has
he went for placement.
Yeah, I think maybe this just more or less like his first chance in this game. Probably if he has been on the field for long, he would convert that into the back of the net.
All right, straight into the 81st minute of this encounter. 9 more minutes to play. Regulation time. The Chelsea goalkeeper will come out to gather that. Robert Sanchez is also interested in keeping a clean sheet against Liverpool, but there's still time to go in this game because whenever he keeps for Chelsea, I'm always thinking that yes, Chelsea are a go down. Whenever I see what's he called, what's the
Sanchez.
goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez, sorry, starting for Chelsea in goal post. Chelsea will attack against Liverpool right now, and a chance for Chelsea to send one into the box there, but there's nobody in the box there. But still, Chelsea were currently in possession, and that looks like yes, that's Jadon Sancho. You can see him moving onto the ball. He's a skillful player whenever he's on the pitch. Jadon Sancho and Cole Palmer, both teasing, and Cole Palmer in the box here might just bring a chance for Chelsea. And the Woodwork to the rescue. Was that the Woodwork?
Yeah, it's the Woodwork.
Woodwork to the rescue for Liverpool. And you can see Cole Palmer asking himself, what else they have to do to score in this encounter? Beautiful piece of skill there. Beautiful piece of pace there from the Chelsea player. Oh, the Woodwork there just denied him. And he picked the spot. The Liverpool goalkeeper thought he was almost celebrating that, thinking that has gone into the back of the net. Manny Madueke in the box for Chelsea there. And Chelsea still looking for the third goal. Drops into Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto finds out Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was denied by the Woodwork just now from getting a goal against Liverpool. And still Cole Palmer. You can see him now. It looks like yes, he's looking for that goal right now.
Yeah, he really needs 9 minutes to go.
Oh, that would have been a beautiful goal for him.
Yeah, what a play from this guy. What a player. Wow. And I think I'm even looking at the miss, away from all the good work he does. We just want to fault him. Like, what else does Kopama really need?
And you have to, probably, you look at the face of Alisson and you look at where Kopama was looking. He was looking like, he was looking for who wants to pass for. And Alisson was setting himself up to move forward.
Yeah, what
and
a player.
Took that, and Liverpool has made another substitution. Chiesa has been thrown onto the pitch. This is another player, another skillful player, but injuries didn't really let us see the very best of Chiesa since joining Liverpool. Yes, it's left to see, would they be making that loan deal permanent, or would they be letting him going back, let him go back to Juventus where he's coming from?
The talent is there when it comes to Chiesa, and a slot will probably have seen one or two about this guy when it comes down to training, during the training section, because and he's one player I feel will really adapt into the and a slot game plan, because you need to look at how well he has protected Gakpo, Luis Diaz, and what's his name again, Diego Jota. I think it's more of those coach that likes his attackers should be more of flair, has that flexibility, and that's one of the attribute of what's his name again, Chiesa. So Chiesa. I think Chiesa will probably will probably be staying. Though might be alone again, because Liverpool might look at, we don't want to spend a big figure. And looking at Juventus on their own side, they've really settled down.
They have Yildiz. So I don't really think they need.
I think that Yildiz wears their number 10, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think
there's a chance for Liverpool with this bait for Liverpool. Sends it out wide there, but there's nobody to get onto that. And here's a Malo Gusto running straight, but lost possession to Liverpool in a dangerous position. And here's a Liverpool still attacking against Chelsea, looking for the first of many goals in this one. We're straight into the 84th minute, 6 more minutes to play in regulation time. Mo Salah with the ball. Jadon Sancho coming back to defend for Chelsea, but Liverpool back in possession. Looks to attack against Chelsea again, and straight into the 84th minute of this encounter. Mo Salah with the ball. Liverpool attacking. He has a chance to reduce the deficit in this goal, and it's going to be a corner kick out to Liverpool. And you can see the smile on his face. I think the hunger is not really there from Liverpool. They're just here to have fun, like you rightly said in the first half. And we are straight into the 84th minute, and the time is fast ticking in this one. And it's the Liverpool's corner kick. We are waiting to see the Liverpool players taking this corner kick against Chelsea. Will this be a chance for them to reduce the deficit in this encounter and get one back against Chelsea in the 84th minute of this encounter? It's still 2-0. Chelsea lead, and got a goal scored by Enzo Fernandez in the 3rd minute, and own goal scored by Quinza in the 5th or 6th minute. But we've seen Chelsea lose a couple of chances that should have gone into the back of the net. Woodwork coming to the rescue of Liverpool twice.
Wow.
And it's Liverpool who has finally reduced the deficit. And it's the captain, Virgil van Dijk. We're in the 85th minute, reducing the deficit for Liverpool. It's now 2-1 in the 85th minute. So it's really going to be a big 5 minutes now to play for in this encounter.
Well, big 5 minutes for Chelsea, not a big one for Liverpool, because right now Liverpool has.
How was it free there? How was it free there, for Christ's sake?
Well, it happens in a game of football. We know Virgil van Dijk, one of his biggest attributes has to be using his head. If you're attacking one-on-one against Virgil van Dijk, it might just, you might see the worst version of Virgil van Dijk. But when it comes to area duel, Virgil van Dijk is even arguably the best. I will have to say.
It's 5 minutes, and it's Chelsea leading 2-1, Liverpool 1 right now. and the pressure keeps on mounting in the later stage of this encounter. I think looking at me, I still believe Liverpool can come back in this one. They can
Yeah,
complete that comeback in this
yes, it is
encounter.
possible. It's possible though, but I just hope Chelsea get this victory because Chelsea really needs it, and they've done everything right. And that's what I said that some games it goes away from the coach right now. We will fought Maresca right now if Chelsea ends up losing this game because you need to look and Palmer.
Palmer, what a save by the goalkeeper!
Well, I think probably this is just
Wow.
there's nothing left. Wow, wow,
Wow, what a shot from Cole Palmer. But the goalkeeper, Alison Becker,
Well, I think Palmer is
got us
just
out
having,
beautifully well there.
Palmer is just having one of those moments every footballer will surely go through. I think that's just it because he has done really almost everything. Even some players we give half of this performance and get a goal. So I think it's just normal. He is human. So I think it's just probably the Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, Luis Suarez of those days won't are the only players I feel won't go system even of these days because they are still playing won't go system matches without getting a goal. So I think Kopama looks like he's up for the next generation. He's up there.
So
He
we
will
have to have
dominate
Liverpool
football.
attacking against Chelsea right now. It's the 87th minute of this encounter. 3 more minutes in regulation time for Chelsea to hang on. Do you expect them to defend right now, or do you expect Chelsea to attack?
Well, I think I expect Chelsea just to play football.
Liverpool attacking there. Chiesa with the ball for Liverpool. Cuts inward and holds onto the ball there. Asks Malo Gusto to beat with the ball there. And steals onto the ball. There's Liverpool attacking against the Blues in the 87th minute of this encounter. And there's still a chance for Liverpool to complete that comeback against Chelsea. Just win possession and looks to attack against Liverpool. It's 4 against 3 for the Blues right now. What would they make out of that? And drops it straight into the path of Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho in the box for Chelsea. Holds onto the ball there and dribbles around this man there. And you saw that was rooted out of the sky there by Pedro Neto.
Well, I think that's from
and
his
straight
weak foot,
into
so
yes, that is
it's
from his
understandable.
weakest foot there. And look at the run from Chelsea there. And you look at it. This chance is being missed are the problem for Chelsea in this encounter. And we're straight into the 88th minute. 2 more minutes to play in regulation time. Probably will be having about 4 minutes additional time. And we can see Chelsea now making another substitution. Is the captain there, Rhys James, who will be thrown into
Well,
this
I think
encounter.
one thing
So it now looks like they want to defend in this game. And yeah, they are replacing
Enzo is going
Enzo
on.
Fernandez,
So
who will be
Caicedo will
replaced
go
in this
back
game.
to the
Caicedo will
midfield.
go back into the midfield, and also Rhys James will join in
and one
defending
thing I
for
think
Chelsea.
this
But can
Chelsea-
they defend for 6 minutes in this game?
Well, I think it's possible they defend for about 80 minutes in this game or 80 plus minutes before Liverpool got that one goal. So who says they can just do it for the next 5 minutes? Do anything can happen in a game of football. Back to this Chelsea Enzo Maresca. I think he feels like and that looks like the realest part, to be sincere. The easiest part for Chelsea, easiest route right now in winning the bid has to be the conference. Probably just want to have, if it's James, we know his injury record, even Malo Gusto, then probably that's why he's just trying to protect these guys. Okay, let's see how we can go game by game, and let's see. But Chelsea looks like they're in the final right now. Missing what's it called again? With James for the final, Malo Gusto. You might just come back and everybody will start fighting what's his name again? Enzo Maresca. That why don't give these guys this rest? So I think let's just see how it goes. I hope his plans really work out so well for him. Because to be sincere, he's so real. Even when Chelsea fans were like, yeah, we have a shout for the league. He came out, he said, no, my plan is just get this team into the Champions League. Let's go a game after a game. And yes, he's just about doing just that. If he achieves the Champions League spot, good one for Maresca. And if he wins the conference, good one for Chelsea. They will be the first team in Europe to win all 3 European competitions. And trust Chelsea fans, they will celebrate it big time.
We are straight into the last minute of regulation time. It's the 90th minute of play in this encounter. And it's still Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Chelsea has a corner kick right there in the 90th minute. I don't really know why you expect Chelsea to celebrate when
They will. Because
Conference
that's
League.
last.
That's the level they find themselves right now.
Well,
That's the level.
the last conference against what's that team name again? You faced.
Jogging.
I watched it with some couple of friends, and where I was, I could see some Chelsea fans celebrating, and I was like, "Wow, really?" Against
That is just the new level of the club. It's the new level. They just have to accept whatever it is. And you can see the pressure on the manager, Enzo Maresca. Yeah, the pressure is currently on his face, and we are in the last minute of regulation time in this encounter. It's Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Can Chelsea get one more goal in this one? Will Liverpool be completing their turnaround in this encounter? It's going to be a free kick to Liverpool there, and Cole Palmer has been asked to drop the ball. Liverpool wants to restart the play as quick as possible in to restart play. Yes, the goalkeeper has been given the option of taking that free kick. We are straight into the 90 plus minutes. So any moment from now, we'll be seeing how much minutes will be added by the fourth official. I'll be favoring probably a 4 minutes additional time at the end of regulation time. There's always a minimum of time. Liverpool coming out to attack against Chelsea, but Chelsea in the middle of the park. Moises Caicedo holds onto the ball for the Blues. Beats through and moves on straight on the big run. It's 5 minutes additional time by the assistant referee there. And yes, Chelsea attacking. And yeah, it's not the Madueke on the ball. Finds himself in the box there of Liverpool. And still holds onto the ball. What will he make out of that? Drops it to the captain. Talking about Reece James for Chelsea. Returns it back to Noni Madueke. Madueke and Reece James playing with it with the emotions of Liverpool. 5 minutes additional time by the fourth official. Chelsea back in possession. Levi Colwill drops it to Marco Correa, who looks inward into the midfield. Chelsea coming out to attack against this Liverpool side. Jadon Sancho drops one pass into the middle of the box here, and yes, Chelsea losing possession. I think was that from the referee? Okay, it took a touch on the referee. So it's going to be a free kick out to Chelsea. Restart play there. Moises Caicedo try playing in straight into the path of Malo Gusto. And Malo Gusto trying to return it back to Moises Caicedo there. But the referee had a touch on that. Yes, it's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. We are straight into the second minute of 5 minutes additional time in this encounter. So there's still 3 more minutes to play in this one between Chelsea and Liverpool. Malo Gusto be brought down there by McAllister. You can see McAllister, saying the tackle wasn't really much there to actually get Malo Gusto going down that much. And Chelsea back in possession of the ball, and they chose to return it back into the part of Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah with the ball there, sends a long one, tries to play in Noni Madueke, but that's when we get straight into the part of the England international. Curtis Jones takes the throw in for Liverpool to the goalkeeper Alisson Becker, and Becker holds onto the ball, comes out with the ball for Liverpool, a long one into the Chelsea half, and sends it straight into the part of Nunes. And yes, Chelsea in possession. The goalkeeper comes out to gather that, and is going to hold on that. He's not in a rush to play that out. We're straight into the third minute of 5 minutes additional time. 2 more minutes to play. It's still a long time to play.
Yeah, it takes a seconds for a goal to get into the back of the net. So I think Chelsea right now, it should be all men attack, all men defending right now. Good one for them. Good one, Kopama.
I can see the heat map of Kopama. That heat map is actually crazy.
The talent is there for this guy, no doubt about that. He is really, really a good one. And kudos to anyone who really scout this guy off Man City from the Chelsea board back then. So I think good addition for them.
Wow. And if there's one man who knows how to do this assist, it has to be Alisson Becker. A chance for Liverpool to break out against Chelsea. Marco Correa is not having any of that. And Liverpool has restarted play almost immediately. Yes, we're straight into the third minute of additional time. There's still 2 minutes to play in this one between Chelsea and Liverpool. Liverpool attacking. And here is the Mo Salah there with the ball there. Tries to play one inward. And here's still Liverpool in possession. Mo Salah and Chelsea break out to eat out on the counter. And here's Kopama with the ball for Chelsea as Chelsea looks to attack, and Malo Gusto going into position for Chelsea, and yes, still Chelsea in possession of the ball, drops it straight into the path, and yes, should be the referee last place to continue, says that was a fair challenge. We are straight into the 4th minute of 5 minutes additional time. Chelsea in possession, and Trevor Chalobah is not having any of that. A long one there from Chelsea, with this great chance for Chelsea to attack, and Pedro Neto trying to win the possession for Chelsea. Liverpool coming out against the Blues right now, and you can see the tempo of the game. It has really improved, and Liverpool, attacking against Chelsea, and it's very much possible they still get that equalizer.
Yeah, very much possible they get that equalizer.
All right,
but when you look at the way Liverpool have come into this game, they come with a much more calmness and everything going forward and defend. I just hope Chelsea don't let go of this in the dying numbers of this game, but I expect the players on the field, and we can still see Chelsea trying to attack and see if they can get it. Much needed one. Kukwela will try to waste time, create everything just to buy time. Well, I think Bradley should be doing better.
Is it free kick to Chelsea?
Yeah,
it's a free kick to Chelsea. We're straight into the last minute of 5 minutes additional time. But don't always forget, it's always a minimum time, not a maximum time in football. So it's a minimum of 5 minutes, which can be played into the 6th minute of or 7th minute, as much as to the discretion of the referee. The referee has the last. This is the person who makes the last decision.
Wow,
that should be wow. Beautifully won back there by Soboslai. Wouldn't allow that to. As Chelsea was trying, that should be a penalty, and the referee has given it. It's a chance for Chelsea to score the third one. Jadon Sancho winning the penalty penalty for Chelsea there. Quinza again, for Christ's sake.
Well, what a
Oh,
game,
that was
what a game.
it was Caicedo who won the penalty for Chelsea.
Let's see the
At the
replay
death of it,
again.
it was Caicedo who won that penalty for Chelsea.
Yeah.
It was Quinza who went into that
Ooh,
tackle
no doubt
and he
that-
brought that into his part. Yes, and
He
Chelsea.
himself knew
Yeah,
that
he knew
nothing.
there was
because
nothing.
it
There was
dropped his
nothing there.
hand
There was nothing there.
immediately.
Even Caicedo was going for the foul there. He sold it to him, and he actually
And I
bought
think
that. And I think this should be
this-
the end of the game.
Yeah.
Either Chelsea score or lose, it's the end
And
of
this
it.
will speak big for Kopama right now. He really needs that
It's
goal.
really a bad day for Quincy in the office for Liverpool. After scoring an own goal, getting an unnecessary yellow card, and now
And everyone
giving
who has
us a
Kopama in their
penalty
FPL right
to
now will be
Liverpool.
like,
And Chelsea,
Kopama,
Cole
get it,
Palmer
go.
standing on penalty duties. The last time he faced off against a goalkeeper for a penalty was against Leicester City, and he lost that against Leicester City. And this time around, he has a chance to get a goal after 16 games for Chelsea. He has Alisson Becker to
Well, I
be
think the record
one
is
of the
one loss out
top-notch
of 5
goalkeeper.
matches.
And yeah, he's Cole Palmer against Alisson
He should
Becker.
be going for the middle
Should this
position.
be a goal? Will Cole Palmer be scoring these, or will he be losing it back to back from the penalty spot?
I think
And the
Cole Palmer
referee says he
scored.
should play Cole
He
Palmer
should.
with the goal
Another
from the
goal,
penalty
Cole
spot.
Palmer.
And that is the end of his goal drought. After 16 matches, Cole Palmer has finally found the back of the net, and the cold as ice man is back doing it for Chelsea. And this time around, it's from the penalty spot, and that is the confirmation of a victory for Chelsea. 3-1 victory over the EPL champions elect. And you can see the Chelsea goalkeeper also, Sanchez, coming out to celebrate with Cole Palmer. It means a lot to the boys, seeing him back scoring, and this should be one way for him to get back his confidence. 15 goals in the EPL already for the England international. What a way to end this match for Chelsea. Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1.
Well, good, beautiful game of football. Beautiful game of football. Kopama, no doubt the talent is there. And I think this guy just deserves every good thing, all the hype, all the media talks around him. And well, come next season, we have a better version of Kopama, because the whole world really want to watch Kopama. We need those moments of magic whereby we look like, wow, is Palmer human? Good
But
one
should
for
Chelsea
him.
celebrate this victory, or it's just a
Yeah.
fluke playing against a Liverpool side who probably have celebrated too
Well,
much?
well, based on the gameplay, I think, and the needful of the game, Chelsea might really feel like it's not worth celebrating. But when it comes down to what you really need for next season, it is a victory worth celebrating. Trust me, all the remaining matches against Liverpool, every team will really wish to meet Liverpool at this standard. It does not really judge Liverpool standard anymore. It is a matter of the team they are facing right now. Chelsea needs this, Liverpool don't need this. Liverpool lose their next 3 matches, they don't lose the league. They already have that in their cabinet. So, good one to Chelsea, good one to Liverpool. Kwanzaa, it's normal. Every player has their own good or bad day in the game of football. And I think when you play against the likes of Van Dijk, and you are not really big when it comes to experience, these are the things you really get to experience. Because I think how good Van Dijk has really been, I think he has not really caged this guy. He has not really mentored him in this game enough. Because we've seen Kwanzaa has 1, 2, 3, 4 fluke and flops in this game. I think trust me, put up a Kwanzaa against some defenders who really knows what it takes to nurture a young generation. They'll really marry him into this game and be like, guy, it is normal. He has had about 2 to 3 mistakes. I expect a Van Dijk should really tell this guy, come into this game. You can do it. It is your moment.
But you learn from the mistakes.
Huh?
You learn from the mistakes.
Yes, you learn from the mistakes, but no, even Van Dijk himself makes mistake. So I feel a young guy in his this
It
looks
should
like
be like 20 or 21.
this looks like his proper first season in limelight. Though he might have been around having 1 or 2 matches, but this feels like more of his big season. So I think when you have a Konate in this game, you would have seen the camera on him where he'll be sharing up cancer. You can do it better. You can do it better. And I think this comes down to Van Dijk game pattern, whereby he tried to expose his peer central back when it comes to the attack wise. And I think a player like Kwanzaa might feel like, okay, I have a senior colleague who will just cage all of my mistakes. Whereas it's not about that.
Wow,
So
Dolapo,
good
it's
one.
always a pleasure having you in the studio. So I'll be hoping to see you on Tuesday when when Barcelona play against Inter Milan at the San Siro. against full time at Stamford Bridge, and it's the Blues who roar to the fullest. And Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1 on a day meant to celebrate champions. It's Chelsea who steals the spotlight, flipping the script and turning a guide of honor into a statement of intent. And the slot men may have the title, but tonight is the bragging rights belonging to the Bridge, and goals on grit and a reminder that the Premier League crown might be settled, but the battles they are far from it. Chelsea tighten their grip on the top four, while Liverpool are reminded that royalty can bleed, even champions stumble. This is the Premier League. This is drama. This is legacy in the making. And thanks for watching. If you loved the passion, the intensity, and the story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Until next time, this was against Liverpool, and tonight London reigns supreme. Till we come your way again, it's bye for now.